piece of me. Get ready. I'm ready. I don't care who you are. So you're the man that rules the world. They call me.
Yeah, and we're on, just like that.
We are on the Thursday evening Overdose, where we don't know what we're going to talk about. We look up shit on the fly and we speculate on everything and use our memories for material. So,
well, we have no plan.
so what's going on?
I don't know.
No, I mean, like, what do you think is going on?
Like with everything, you mean?
No, like with everything. Do you think the Earth spins, for one? Do you think that we're fucking holograms, for two? Do you think that we're on the inside of the Earth, for three? And shit like that. What is going on?
I like the hollow Earth theory.
Are there the concave? It's better described as the concave Earth theory.
What do you mean?
Well, it's the same thing, hollow Earth theory, where we're on the inside and the sun's in the middle.
Right.
Yeah, that's they call
I'm
it
down
the
with that.
concave. It would actually make sense. It does kind of actually make sense.
How do you mean? You're talking about concave Earth or hollow Earth? Is it the
Same thing.
I've
Right.
never heard of the concave Earth.
Well, that's a theory.
I like
by
the hollow Earth.
It's a theory by the
Big
guy.
fan of the hollow Earth.
The guy I told you about earlier this week that thinks he's the Jesus Christ. You know,
Who?
the guy I told you about earlier this week that thinks he's Jesus. Remember, I spoke briefly
I remember
to
you told me
that.
about a guy who thinks he's Jesus, but that happens every
But
week.
he has
almost.
a whole concave Earth theory, and he's created 3D models of all of it in the mathematics, and it works out just fine. If there's if the sunlight bends in such a way where you're seeing it on a curve, you wouldn't see the hollow Earth. You wouldn't see the other land. You would actually think it looked round the other way.
I see what you're saying. Well, now that's
Right.
what people always.
I can't describe it.
That's what people always talk about when you're in the hollow Earth. Your horizon looks relatively the same. It's just going the opposite way.
Right,
But,
and the light that you're saying, well, why can't I look over there and see another country? Well, because the light that hits that country is not bouncing back towards you.
Sure.
It's just not the way the sunlight works off the center bubble universe that's in the center.
Okay.
So you got to picture this. Imagine you're living on the inside of the Earth's crust.
Uh-huh.
And then there's a bubble in this. There's a sun in the sky, which is in the middle of where the Earth's core would be to, regular geography. You know what I mean? That's where the sun would be. But
Well, it's like if you think about it like an atom, and
And
there's a nucleus,
Right.
and that would be the sun, and it's kind of shaped that way. You've got the main energy kind of condensed in the middle in the form of a star, right?
Right, but no, it would be a star it would be a light that spun around the
So
sphere
now we're
in the
talking
middle.
about
Right.
the Earth is about the same size as we think it is, and everything.
Yeah,
We're
yeah,
all right about that, but it's just that inside there's a fucking party going on that we don't know about.
No.
Yeah.
Okay, so maybe we're on the different page because the concave Earth theory is that's where we are.
Oh, that's where we are.
Right. And
Okay,
we
see, I'm
can't
talking.
tell
Yeah, I'm talking hollow Earth theory that you got to go inside the Earth.
Oh, where there's other people on
There's
the
an
inside of the
entrance
Earth.
in there, and there's a whole other fucking thing going on. There's tall animals and weird fucking, weird people all around in there.
I think he knows something about this. Should we
Alan knows
acknowledge
something.
him?
We got somebody hanging out. Hold on. What is it?
Okay. So, what I was just saying, actually, I had more of a question. So, like, obviously, the big difference between hollow Earth and concave Earth is that the idea is the Earth's hollow either way, but are we on the inside of it or the outside? And my question would be proposed, what's the theory on what happens to the sun when it sets at night? And, like, does it go outside of, like, the center and then go around, like, the outside and then come back in?
Presuming we live on...
A large Indian comes along in a canoe and carries it away for the night.
No, presuming we're on the inside of the Earth is what you're saying?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Is it spins? Yeah. Okay, so there'd be where the Earth's core is, picture a baseball, like a bubble, a circle.
Sure.
And that would not be the sun. The sun would be part of that. It would be a light on that the whole center would spin, and the light would show. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of hard to describe if you can't get it.
I think I get it. So basically, the sun, and as we know it, is only one half of this bigger sphere.
No, what I'm saying is the sphere has the stars, the moon, the planets, and the sun all comprised in the center of the sphere, which is in the middle of the Earth.
So
Alan,
the whole
get closer to your mic.
So the whole universe basically is just in the center of the Earth, and. So what's outside the Earth then? Or is that just like a total mystery in that case?
Now that's a good question. What are we looking at if your concave Earth theory is true? How are we looking at stars?
It's not mine, it's this dude's.
Well, what are we looking at when we're seeing the night sky then, the stars?
You're looking at the
celestial bodies that we all are so fond of.
Well, he was saying that's what's in the
sky.
center, which then it would prompt me to ask what's on the outside, because if the stars and all these, like, the whole universe as we understand it and we can see it is on the inside, what's on the outside, do you think then?
Okay, here, I'll explain it.
This doesn't seem plausible.
Listen, but he has all the mathematics and shit, this guy. So
what's his name?
Oh, Stephen Christ.
Stephen Christ.
Stephen Christ.
That's his YouTube. But no.
Okay.
He has hours and hours. I'm talking 10, 20 hours of model images and ways to explain this. So we live on the inside of the crust. In the center of the fucking whole Earth is all of the universe. And the Milky Way it's a band that keeps things in line. I'll explain it from ground up. So you're on the ground. He says 100 kilometers above the ground is a layer of glass called the glass sky.
Okay.
Then there's a buffer zone, and then there's another piece of glass. And the buffer zone is where I think some planets are, the moon's there. And then above that is an ocean, water that's inside of the middle ball, but in the very center is a fucking pyramid, right? That created the bubble.
This sounds like the best acid trip ever.
It's not. We're not talking about the sun. The sun is on one side of this ball.
I don't care about the sun anymore. There's an ocean in the middle of the universe.
Well,
this
check
is
it out.
Sweet.
No. Check it out. And the stars are variations in that layer of glass, and that's why it twinkles. In the upper layer of glass.
Wait. So the stars are just twinkles of the inner ocean.
This is the dumbest thing I've ever heard.
I know. No, it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. I want to get this guy on our show, like on our Sunday show, or maybe even on this show. I don't know. So he says that listen, that they find this glass called Libyan desert glass all over the world, and he says that's from us knocking holes in the sky glass.
Oh, Libyan desert glass?
Yeah.
Isn't that sand getting heated to the point where it turns to glass? That's
what I thought.
That's how glass is made in the first place. You take sand and
heat
it
is
up.
different. They don't know where they don't know where it came from. That shit. They don't know where that shit came from. But he says we're poking holes in the glass when we go on our rocket ships. He's not the only one that believes this, but he's probably the biggest believer. Mm-hmm. Plus, he thinks he's Jesus.
Now that adds a special little twist.
Awesome.
Yeah. Now,
but he
what
swears
do you mean
and stuff.
So this guy goes by Lord Stephen Christ?
Yeah, that's him. That's
Lord Stephen Christ.
Look at one of his models. Look at one of his models. And can you put that up on our stream too to show people the model?
I can put it up.
Get a good one because he has some good models to describe this.
I will. I just want to see what this guy sounds like first.
He sounds completely normal.
And what do you mean he thinks he's Jesus though?
He thinks he has visions, which makes him the second coming to free man from their slave.
This is one of his videos.
A little bit more. I don't know.
This guy's creepy.
Stranger than you would imagine.
No, this guy's insane.
Are you
I can
looking
tell
at the
in
model,
2 seconds. No, I'm just listening to him talk. This is one of his fucking YouTube videos.
This is the real world.
This is the real world.
Check this guy out, man.
This is a cross-section of the real world. Mountain ranges, continents.
Hold on. So he's doing the diagram. I'll put this up for people to check it out. Is this what you want? One of his YouTube videos for people to look at?
One of his videos that has a diagram that because he has like 75% of his videos has the diagram that you can actually visually see what the fuck I'm trying to describe here, like a moron with limited vocabulary. And I mean, he has all the. I watched so many hours of it. Dude. It's pretty.
All right, it's up on the stream right now, and you guys can check this out at home. It's fucking freezing.
And you know what? There's a lot of things that do make sense about it.
Glass sky. Ice attached to glass.
Our Lord Stephen Christ.
This is Earth.
This is Earth.
And this theory would
That's Earth.
would mean that the Earth doesn't spin, which I'm kind of
Okay, so
don't believe either.
So we're in a giant bubble then, according to this guy.
We're on the inside, right?
So we're in a giant bubble, according to this guy, on the inside
Of the Earth.
And what does this do for our like Alan said, what does this do for our understanding of the universe? So he's basically saying, no, what we're thinking of is an expansive 3D universe, or it is still 3D. What we're thinking of as an expansive universe is actually all just refracted light that's basically... That's an interesting thing because...
It's a iron prison ball
We've
you're
all,
on the inside of, and you think that there's a huge universe in there, but there's not.
We all have had the experience of looking at something or somewhere or whatever. You're looking at some scene, and I think we've all had the experience that all of a sudden you realize, holy shit, my perspective on that was backwards. It goes in, not out, or whatever. You know what I mean? You'll see something as like a short protrusion from a cliff, and then you'll realize it's actually a fucking cave, and your perspective was off. Or you know what I mean?
Or if you're looking at like a mask from behind it, it follows you. You know, that kind of thing.
Okay, sure, right.
It looks like it's looking at you the whole time, and you can't tell if it's forward or backwards. Or if it's, you know what I'm saying?
I mean, that's what happens in the desert. You know, like it's really hard to get perspective. You know, things that are really, really close to you will
that's
look
what I'm
a
trying to
million
think
miles
of.
away.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, no, the desert's a really good example, which is
Stuff
interesting
like
with
that,
the whole
but there's
glass
also
thing.
the simple like you've seen the little tricks that you can say. Somebody can draw something and say, "Here, look at this house," and then they'll say, "Now see it as a fishbowl," and it is, and you're like, what the hell just happened? And now I can't see it the other way again. You know, it's like this idea of like perspective and how you view, and especially in some like giant bubble situation, could be something that you weren't able to perceive from your vantage point here. But this would mean that we never went to the moon. There is no moon.
The moon is only half a moon, according to this guy. And I mean, that's all we see. And it's also on the outer side of the bubble.
I like how this guy includes hell in his diagram, though.
Where's hell? The outer,
outside of the Earth.
The iron shell.
So out of here is hell. That's it.
No,
So
if we get out of this, this is like
hell.
We're in a giant Truman Show, and
But
like everywhere outside of here is hell.
But what would make sense about this is that it explains why the Earth doesn't spin, which I don't think it does.
Why don't you think the Earth spins? Just because you can't feel it?
Because at the equator, it's supposed
I go outside and I just can't feel
the equator, it's supposed to spin at 1,000 miles an hour, which is just impossible and not happening. I'm sorry, it's not.
Why not?
Yeah, why not?
Well, how is that possible? That means all the air is moving the same speed?
Yeah, because the atmosphere is sticking right with it.
Yeah.
Do you weigh less at the equator?
I don't know.
Actually,
maybe
weight does shift a little bit depending on where you are, if I'm not very much mistaken. Although that has
miles an hour is
less
so
to do
fast.
with
That's why people walk so slow in the North Pole. They're fucking heavy as shit up there.
So
it's hardly noticeable on the Earth, but
Just kidding. It's because of the snow.
1,000 mile an hour is a lot. I mean, I always been skeptical of that too. Also, have you ever looked at? You guys ever had this phenomenon? You see sun rays, right? Like sun rays coming through the clouds and shit.
yeah.
And you're like, wait a minute. If the sun was fucking as far as they said it is, those should be at the same angle, right?
Well, the idea is that
And they're coming out in different angles from the from a center, and you're like, wait a minute, it looks like the sun's right behind those clouds, sort of. And this guy's saying the sun's at, I don't know
if I can picture what you're
kilometers.
talking about. I'm picturing sun rays always seem like they're all from the same light source to me, like or
No, I've
not,
seen it. I've
not
seen
that
it a
they're
couple
from
times
the
where
same light source, but they're from Yeah, I don't think you're
Where
right
the
about
beam
that.
is in the same
I
direction?
think you're thinking of cartoons.
No, I see it all the time, and I'm like, look at this. I even
You're
pointed
thinking
it
of that
out.
cartoon sun
No,
with
they're just
sunglasses
not,
and a smile.
They're just not in the same beam direction.
When you
But
look
I
at the
think that could
sun,
be
does
like,
it have 2 scoops of cereal in its hands? This is what I want to know.
Raisin Bran?
Yes.
How did you know?
That threw me off for a second. That was a good one, Alan. Sorry.
No. What I'm saying is, I'm not saying I believe this motherfucker. I'm just saying.
We just looked at each other.
I'm just saying. He has all the grounds covered for how it could be possible, light refraction and all this shit.
Well, let's take a look at the magic bullet theory for a minute. I mean, they got all the science to back that up, but they also can claim that an elephant will be able to hang onto a cliff from a dandelion, and we all know that's not happening.
Yeah, there's all kinds of like mathematic tricks you can do to make like, you remember that old thing that your math teacher would do in like 8th grade, and he'd go, okay, there was a racer, there's two runners in a race,
Yeah.
and the guy in second place is moving faster than the guy in first place. So every second that goes by, he makes up a fraction of the space that separates them, right? But if you kept like dividing the time smaller and smaller and dividing the fractions that the guy like makes up over time, you can prove that in mathematical terms, you can prove that like it's impossible for someone to pass someone else in a race. Basically, is how you get to the end of that without fucking me understanding or remembering exactly how it works. But you know what I
Right.
mean? He can set up an equation that goes, okay, now theoretically this equation should tell us at what point this runner crosses the
If
other.
he gains
But
a
if we
certain
fill
percentage in a
if we
certain
fill
amount
out
of
this
time.
equation, it ends up that he never catches the other runner, which doesn't make any sense. So
Math is silly.
yeah. So I mean, there's some weird things about I guess tricks that you can do with math that don't necessarily reflect reality.
Yeah, well, I mean, this is how they come up with like false statistics.
You got to
all the
get closer
time.
on your mic.
Oh,
Well,
sorry.
anyway.
Like false statistics that you see all the time. I mean, that's how they do it. It's silly
What do
math.
you believe? You believe everything? We revolve around the sun. We
Honestly,
spin around. You
I
believe-
keep my mind completely open on anything like
Right.
that. I don't want to be fucking caught off guard one day when they're like, "Hey, turns out we're a giant bubble." I'll be like, "Oh, I just kind of saw that coming."
I would say that I'm more skeptical of us not doing that than I would be of us going around the sun and the universe stating the way that it is. But I'm kind of with Vinny. I am open to the idea, but I would say that for the most part, there is a lot to back up the fact that the theory that we go around the sun and that we are part of this much bigger thing where there's always these small things going around these bigger things forever and ever and ever and ever.
All right, easy Copernicus. Let's get back to
right.
the fun stuff. We're in a giant iron bubble.
We're in a giant iron bubble. So this guy says that he even says you got to check this guy out for everybody listening. He says that the glass sky has so many holes from all of our satellites and rockets and shit that now we're in like panic mode to fix it. That's why we stopped going to space, and that's why we're trying to repair the atmosphere with chemtrails, because if the second layer of glass breaks, that's like the Great Flood scenario.
Now, actually, the glass thing was the most interesting part of what he was what you were talking about with this guy, because I was actually just thinking about like the whole climate change crisis and everyone freaking out about this and that and like, oh, there's holes in the ozone there. Now, and there's this glass that we can't identify where it comes from. It would be interesting if you kind of combine the two theories and that like just in the highest part of the atmosphere, like we do go around the sun and everything, but there is this small layer of glass actually that is like
Closer,
protective.
On your mic. Yeah,
He sounds
like
fine
that.
to me. Is he really low?
Don't. Yeah.
I don't know.
I'll stay close.
He sounds louder than I do. I'm a star of the show. Anyway, the glass did trip me out too, because I was like, wait a minute. So, and he says that galaxies are only memories from the second layer of glass. From the first time the flood happened, it all drained through a hole that was popped in the closest layer of glass to the middle ball. And it all swirled out, and all the stars went into swirls, and people saw. That's how people remembered galaxies.
Okay, now we're getting into some really interesting stuff, because now we're getting into like Einstein's theory of relativity, where you can't separate time and space. Like time is literally the movement of matter. That's literally what it is. So there is a fringe theory out there that suggests that when we're looking at galaxies, we are looking at our own galaxy. There is only one galaxy, and we are looking at our own galaxy at other points in time.
We won't have those facts on this show. This is all bullshit talk.
No.
Quit being
what
smart.
Let him go with what he's
I
talking
know.
about.
I'm joking.
No, but I mean that's interesting because he kind of backs that similar idea. It's in a kind of very inverse sort of way, but he does sort of back that idea of that when we're looking up at the sky, it's not necessarily stuff that's there. And I mean, to a certain extent, we definitely know that's true. When we're looking at stars and shit, most of them are dead if we're looking at them because the light's
and it's
traveling
taken
too far.
10,000 years for the light to get here,
Right?
Which is another fucking weird thing to me. I never understood how. So light is matter, right?
Light is a wave.
Yes
is
and
that-
no.
that's like
the
a big
craziness of
controversy
it.
or something,
Well,
though,
see, that's
right?
the thing. It, by all respects, it seems like it's energy, but it has certain bits to it called photons that behave kind of like matter.
Like particles.
Yeah, that behave like particles, but it's not quite a particle. It doesn't have the properties of particle, but it behaves like one. It's
But it's
weird.
both.
Does it ever?
Possibly.
Yeah, we don't
don't
even
know.
We don't. That's why we're doing. Nobody knows what the fuck's going on for real.
Have you heard Joe Rogan's theory about that? He thinks that we're building the reset button to the universe right now in fucking Europe or whatever. Because they're building, like, they keep building, like, you know, giant, like,
You're talking about CERN.
yeah. They keep building giant colliding. They keep slamming atoms into each other.
Particle accelerators.
Right.
So we're
and
trying
like,
to
what if the Big Bang is literally just us doing that over and over again? Like, the universe just keeps going and going and going until we get to that point, and then we just hit the big reset button.
And we're just in an endless loop,
Yep.
just reenacting the same thing over and over. Now
Yep.
that would align with a lot of, you know, philosophies and religious kind of stuff, that we're in this loop, and, you know, time is sort of immaterial in this way because we're just going to keep repeating and repeating and repeating.
You know what? In all that guy's videos I watched about that concave Earth, I never heard him talk about who did it and why. But he was.
That's interesting for
Yeah.
Mr. Jesus
I
Christ
was
to not
looking
explain
for it. I
that.
was trying to pay attention. Like, who you saying's doing this? Who put us in there? Like, he didn't say nothing. Yeah, it's pretty impressive for Jesus, right?
Yeah.
How did we get in this dark
Yeah,
city?
bubble. Exactly. That's what it reminded me a
Remember
lot.
that movie?
It's like Dark City. It's like
Yeah.
a fucking. You think you're on a planet, but you're not. I hope I wake up rich. I hope that shit's real.
Yeah.
If anybody's ever seen that movie, they'd understand.
Oh yeah. Your life just changes
Yeah.
immediately. That would be nice.
Then
Huh?
you're a filthy hobo the next day, and then you're a fucking millionaire.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that is probably the only way one of us is going to live as a fucking millionaire. If Kiefer Sutherland injects our brain, fucking creepily walks around us,
Oh man.
taking him memories.
Yeah, he was a weird fucker in that
Yeah.
movie. Anyway, but that's exactly what that reminds me of. If you can, like, compare the two, you think you're on a fucking natural planetary thing, but you're not. See, there's only one way to prove that guy's theory. That guy should just dig until he can't anymore. See what happens. If he fucking burns from lava, he was wrong. You know?
Yeah.
Wouldn't he burn from hell, though, if hell is all around us anyway?
Maybe that's what they mean by hell is all around us. I don't know. I'm still gonna watch some of that guy's shit. It's pretty fucking interesting either way.
Lord Stephen Christ.
Lord Stephen Christ.
Now,
We're gonna
Name cracks me
I'm
up,
gonna
man.
start saying that instead of Jesus Christ.
Lord
Drop
Stephen
something.
Christ. I like it.
so I mean, he definitely talks like a fucking creep in his videos,
Yeah.
though. He just talks real low, and there's more room noise than there is of his vocal, you know.
Always trustworthy.
But he gets I don't know, he gets a lot of views on YouTube. People, but like we've both been through a lot of these phases of things you get into on YouTube, and after a while you look back and you're like, oh, that guy was an idiot, you know. Do you think you're gonna think that about Lord Stephen Christ
Who,
at some point?
Me?
Yeah.
No, he's a genius, even if he's lying.
You just like the guy.
I just like the videos. They're just fucking.
Yeah.
They're cool. It's
So-
interesting, even if it ain't, even if it isn't true. You know what I mean? I'm still gonna call or watch it because it's fucking interesting.
Right.
I'd like to talk to this guy.
Now, I have not come across this guy, but it looks like, just from what I'm looking up as we're talking, it looks like he's kind of a character on the fucking, on the, I don't know, the metaphysical scene. There's some video of him harassing George Norrie here that I just found, which means he's probably a pest to these. They probably know who he is, and he's probably calls.
Is George
coast to
Norrie
coast
on a
and stuff.
stage?
Here, let's check this
Let's
out.
see. I think he gives him some glass. If this is the video I'm thinking of.
Oh, hang on, I fucking accidentally turned that. Hold on.
Hold on.
What? So you're saying you saw a video where he gives George Norrie some of the Libyan?
I saw a
What's
video.
it
where
called?
he
What is the glass called?
was Libyan desert glass.
Okay, here. This is him confronting George Norrie.
That was our first question. Hi, George. How you doing? Good. I am the Lord Stephen Christ. I am the reincarnated Christ. I'm here. Oh, boy. You're not taking me, are you? Not taking you. All right. I am not taking you. I'm here. I actually tried calling the show a few years ago, and I made a video recording of it. Anyway, I was trying to explain to you while the video was recording, obviously you weren't live, but the true form of the Earth. Okay, first of all, I keep hearing you say on this planet, continuously on this planet, on this planet. Guess what? It's not a planet. Earth is not a planet. What is it? It is the housing to the entire finite universe. You ever hear of the concave Earth theory? Yes. Okay. Cyrus T. Freeman? Okay. Well, that theory still holds true to this day. It's never been disproven, actually. There's been geodetic studies of the curvature of the Earth. The Earth actually curves upward. It's an optical illusion. We don't see it with our naked eye. But we are actually living in a bubble. We're living in the Earth. It's like a wave. It's a concave Earth. It's a spherical Earth. Okay. At 100 kilometers high, there is a glass sky. See this piece of glass in my hand? That's Libyan desert glass. You ever hear that? Libyan desert glass? Okay. It's a mystery.
Was that like a nuke explosion?
That's what they kind of think, but it's still a mystery to them. It's not actually. Yes, you can. Libyan desert glass is very special.
Formed by some kind of energy, obviously.
Formed? Well, obviously, you know, you can make glass out of burnt sand. There is birefringence.
By the way, when he wasn't looking, I switched and gave him just a hell. I've got the real Libyan glass.
There is a term called birefringence in this glass, okay? That constitutes a double refraction, okay? So if you see like a double or quadruple rainbow in the sky, or if you see the comet's tail, how it splits like that, okay? That is due to birefringence. There's actually so much proof that
This guy actually sounds pretty serious.
No,
huh?
he sounds like he knows what the fuck he's talking about. He like knows big words and shit, and he can.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely pretty fucking interesting. I'll give him that. And he seems like he's definitely got that quality of like he argues it kind of charismatically and passionately,
Like he
and
believes it for sure.
Yeah, so when you see someone that really believes what then you kind of pick up on that energy of like, well, maybe I need to look into this then, you know.
Well, plus he started his statement with "I am Jesus Christ, reborn," or what do you say? Whatever the fuck he told
Let this man speak.
Yeah.
No, anybody that's got the balls to stand up in a room and say, "I'm Lord Stephen Christ,
Lord Steve, that's what
I'm
it is.
Jesus reincarnated," and with a completely straight face,
And then pull some glass out of his pocket and say, "Listen, huh?"
look, Libyan desert glass, and
I
then
don't know
and
if I'm
then
gonna believe
and then
him,
go
but I
into
gotta
a
listen.
and then go into a fucking scientific explanation of like light refraction and shit. Like,
I think he was
what?
speaking about the refraction between the two layers of glass. I think he speaks about all the
Right,
time.
right. Yeah, because we're in a giant glass bubble.
Dude, I guess so. No, I don't know. It's fucking crazy. It could be true though. I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't get it.
I don't fucking. You want to hear the rest of him talking to George Norrie, or no?
actually so much proof that there is
There
a
it is.
literal, tangible glass sky at 100 kilometers. It's just mind-boggling.
That fell from the sky.
It is. It definitely fell. Meteorites. See, meteorites are covered with fusion crust, right? Fusion crust.
Before they
My question is, okay. You have not heard this. You've heard about the concave Earth theory.
I think you guys are this way.
I just wanted to know if you were intentionally
Get to the question.
you were intentionally suppressing this information, because I call you disinformationist. Are you intentionally suppressing it?
Give me a question. Give me a question.
Are you intentionally suppressing the fact that there's a glass sky and there's ice attached?
No. This is the first time I heard about it.
Right, I am, guys.
Lord Steve, thank you, sir. Thank you.
So that was him. That was him asking George Norrie if he's intentionally suppressing the fact that there's a glass sky covered in ice. I mean, you gotta like that happened, if no matter what you think, you know.
What else did he say? Trying to think of some shit he was saying, man. His whole story kind of makes sense
Get on your mic.
if you keep listening to him. In like an hour, you'll be like, man, this is crazy. You know what I mean? It's something you gotta know. You gotta know like a lot of things about that he knows. You watch his videos for like an hour, you'll be like, maybe, you know. That you just don't know. Plus, I don't know. Whatever. Fuck that shit. What do you believe? I think that we're all on a.
I like the Hollow Earth better.
That we're on the outside, but there's people on the inside.
That we generally, we've got our outside Earth thing going on, like we think, and that there's an entrance or several or many entrances or whatever. But there's a whole other thing, you know, going on in the middle of the Earth. Then, you know, the conventional theory, and we've talked about this on the show, I think probably 3 or 4 times. But like the conventional theory that there's like, you know, however many miles of crust, and then the magma, and then the core, and, you know, whatever, there's these layers. The Hollow Earth theory is that the crust actually holds the like central point of like I guess the most densely condensed whatever mass.
Oh yeah,
you know. So the crust
between us and them is the most gravity.
Like if you
on the planet.
It's
right? Is that what you're saying?
It's basic. No, it's the magma. All right, is not there. You've got a hollow inside, and the same thing like you're talking about. Basically, the same thing you're talking about, but we're on the outside and someone else is on the inside. There's a sun on the inside, like a nucleus, basically, and the Earth rotates around its hollow center, which has this like mass. You know, instead of a core, basically the core of the Earth. What's proposed as the core of the Earth is basically the same fucking shit as
like
having a
sun.
star in the middle of your fucking shit.
Right.
You know, so the idea is that when the Earth like cooled or whatever it formed, you know, as it was spinning, the mass gathered at the outside, like when a guy makes like a glass ball or a vase or something, you know, and glass blowing. You guys have seen this.
Yeah.
Sure.
So that's basically the theory here is like the Earth was formed by some similar process, and as it spun, the heaviest mass collected on the outside and created the two-way gravitational ring, basically, so that if you're on the inside, you're stuck to the crust, and if you're on the outside, you're stuck to the crust. You see?
Right.
That's kind of what
I understand that.
And I don't know if I believe that. I like it.
And then what do they say? They say there's giants down there. Fucking. What do you mean? What do they say?
Well, it fits with a lot of the like ancient folklore and stuff, and stuff, you know, in many different cultures. Things that, you know, there's stories of. So you know, there was a culture of tall, blonde people from the north, and they went even further north and disappeared into the you know, land of plenty or whatever. You know, there's all these fucking various stories from all over the world of just like these people that would disappear into the earth, or people that came from inside the earth. You know, the folklore is that, yeah, there's other humanoid species and things like that, and that the conditions in there are such that lifespans are much longer, and that things grow bigger, and you know, it's like more like, I guess, what prehistoric times would have been here. You know, dinosaurs are in there supposedly. Hitler's in there, I think.
I think he found an entrance.
I mean, it's
Yeah.
certainly a fantastic idea.
No, and
but
you can exhaust. I mean, you can go on YouTube and spend 30 hours watching, you know, new things about the Hollow Earth every week. You know, there's a lot of people that are really, really convinced of it. Now that's got a lot more legs than the concave Earth. Theory.
Now, what I would want to say kind of about that is like, I feel, because I'm backing your idea about the idea that there are like other underground like locations and stuff, because that is in so many different stories of cultures around the world. But I don't necessarily know if you have to have a Hollow Earth theory style thing going on for that to be true. I think you could have whole ecosystems going on, like, you know, hundreds of miles below the Earth that we have no idea about, and
with
still
no
gravity
light,
works
with no
the
light
whole
source
way.
though.
I think, you know what, you go to the bottom of the ocean, there's other light sources besides the sun. You know what I mean? Like if you go to the very bottom of the ocean, there's other
like
things that prove-
phosphorescent shit going on.
yeah,
and,
exactly. Like if you had that kind of shit going on down there,
Bioluminescence.
Bioluminescence.
yeah, if that was going on, I think that could totally be plausible. So that's the thing. I think the whole like I'm not to say that Hollow Earth is completely impossible. I don't like to say that about anything necessarily. But I think that the whole underground species and Hollow Earth are not necessarily mutually exclusive. And I buy into the species underground more than I do the Hollow Earth.
Well, I guess either one is entirely. It's still on the table.
It's all like
at
different
least,
weird stuff. What the fuck is going on?
I don't know.
You get confused when you talk about these ideas. Like they start to like merge together and stuff. Like
All I know is that like, what attracts me to things like this is that throughout my life I keep learning the same lesson over and over. Is that like, nothing is really the way that it was taught to you as a child, and like things keep fucking reforming. And my perception has had to change so many times on so many parts of reality that I thought were kind of locked in and whatever. And eventually, you're just ready to kind of just entertain any idea. Like it just fits with my experience that, oh yeah, of course, the very nature of physical reality is probably not what I thought, And I think that's
true.
I'm just naturally drawn to that. Like when I hear, okay, here's something that completely challenges everything I thought before. Well, it's probably true then. I don't know. If it means my teachers lied to me, then it's probably the way it went down.
See, I don't like to go to that extreme necessarily, but I'm with you on the fact.
No,
that,
I'm not saying I actually think that, but I'm
you got to be skeptical of it.
That's
for
why
sure.
I'm drawn to stuff like this, is because it has that satisfying, like, oh, of course it's not what they told me, and
oh yeah, like this is what's
now
real.
I'm really on the trail, and
Yeah.
that's a really fun thing to do.
Oh, I mean, yeah,
and
absolutely.
think about, like, and that in general.
because nothing makes sense. That's why you're like, oh well, there's got to be something else going on then because this doesn't make sense.
Well, see,
You know
that's
what I mean? You're like, how
to
does
me
this
that's
make
not
sense?
even true. Like I
Well,
walk
to me, it's like,
outside
well,
and look at the sky, and it makes sense to me somehow.
No, I mean
don't
like
know,
just
you know?
a society, governmental structure, just what we become is like a fucking planet society. It seems really, really, really creepy if there's not something else going on as well that somebody knows that I don't,
I mean,
or something somebody knows that I don't.
Yeah.
they're trying to like do some weird shit. I don't know.
Well, that's what led
You know
me to
I mean?
that's what
Basically,
led me to the Hollow Earth in the first place. Is like one point of research led to another because I was trying to figure out why people are the way they are. That's kind of how this started. And like you're saying, I know what you mean. Is like we do such terrible things as humans, and the way that our societies run have so much to do with like control that it's like it seems like a spiritual or otherworldly influence must be involved. Is that what you're saying? Like, because it's just not natural the way we fucking are running the world, basically.
I'm talking about like reptilians right now.
Yeah,
you
me
know
too.
that, right? Okay.
Yeah, yeah. And that's how I got led to the Hollow Earth research is
Okay.
because I figured there is some other dimensional or some influence on people that makes them so prone to wanting to fucking control whole societies to the point that they do and to rape souls the way that they do.
see, and this is where I get into like the whole idea where like when people say like, oh, you're atheist, I'm like, no, I really am agnostic because like the whole thing is I don't necessarily know if there's a higher power, but if there is, I'm fairly certain there's more than one. Like that's my whole thing. Like if there's a higher force of any kind, I think there's more than one of them, and they've all got different agendas.
That's what exactly what led me to the Hollow Earth stuff is like you were talking reptilians or maybe fucking some a whole range of different possible influences that come from something else that we don't understand. But
They never let anybody go there and check it out in North Pole, right?
I don't know. I like that's what the Hollow Earth people all say. I don't
Yeah.
know for a fact how true that is, but they'll say, hey, there's you're not. I think this is true that you're not allowed to fly over the poles or something. And that it's hard to get expeditions up there, and they'll also say that like the location of the pole changes, and like they don't really know exactly where it is, and that it doesn't really matter. I don't know.
Well, I mean,
See how silly it sounds
yeah.
once you like start to break this stuff
now,
down.
I think what it is, at least the official explanation for like why you don't fly over the poles is because like it's supposedly because of the way like the way we spin and the way that the Earth is kind of a magnet, it fucks up all your electronic equipment and basically you crash.
Okay. Right. Okay. But that's the.
But that's the proposed thing, and like that's what the man is telling you in Hollow Earth theory.
Right.
You know.
And also in Hollow Earth theory, though, it's kind of confusing because if you were to fly a plane, according to these guys, if you were to fly a plane straight at the North Pole, you would fly into the Earth because your plane would stay the same. You know, gravity would hold it to the same elevation,
right? And you just
as
follow...
you went around the curve of the entrance into the Hollow Earth, you would not perceive, and you would just to you seem like you were flying over the same flat land. Because it's so vast, the entrance at the poles supposedly, that you wouldn't even perceive that you were entering a hole. You would just say that you were going further and further north, and then it would start getting warm again, but you'd be somewhere strange. Now, the one guy that claimed to do that was called Admiral Byrd. And
the army guy from back in the day.
Yeah, and he supposedly took a couple pictures, but they kind of just look like weirdly colorized pictures of landscapes, and I don't know.
He has a book or something his family members won't tell anybody about it.
Oh,
or
it's
some
a whole
shit.
big,
There's
long
a whole
fucking
big, long
story.
fucking thing, yeah.
Yeah.
Supposedly they were mad that we're nuking each other up here and told him to go tell the president. And when he got back to the military base and said, I need to speak to the president immediately about the Middle Earth people, I'm sure they fucking were really friendly with him.
Right.
I'm sure
you?
Yeah, right.
And what do you got to say about... never mind.
Yeah, right. Fuck that, man.
I wouldn't tell anyone.
All right. Can we talk about the Saturn Moon Matrix at all? Saturn Moon Matrix?
I don't know.
'Cause that's like
talk
next
in your
level.
Mic? This show's going to sound like shit.
Shut up. Can we talk about the Saturn Moon Matrix at all? Because this is like the next
your
level.
voice.
This is
Come
the
on.
biggest. I'm trying to. It's loud in my headphone. Turn my headphones down.
No.
Yes. Anyway. So, have you heard about it? You
No.
guys? No?
Nope.
You know,
No.
okay. David Icke talks
No.
about something similar to the whole. There's a whole bunch of people that have like taken the idea and it like. There's so many different theories online. Like people think shit's going on with it. You know what I'm talking about?
Well, then why don't you talk about it?
Huh?
Why don't you talk about it?
Okay.
Let's go. Let's do it.
It's like the holographic. It's hard to explain because it's hard to like grasp if it's real. They say that, okay, it's based off Zeus, which is the god of Saturn, which is also known as the black hole sun, which is also represented by a cube, which forms. You know what I'm talking about? A black cube, and it's all over in symbolism. It's all over everywhere. There's a big giant cube. What do they call that? Hurricane at the fucking North Pole of Saturn. It's like a hexagram.
I have no idea what the fuck you're talking about.
Yeah. No,
He
yes.
knows.
I think it's the. Yeah, I know it is just the North Pole. Okay, so
It's
Saturn,
a hexagon,
right?
It's a hexagon-shaped hurricane.
Hurricane. Yeah, it's crazy. Okay, now I know what you're on.
Okay.
So
Okay.
now, do you know anything else about it? I'm gonna keep going.
let's
Hold
hear
on.
about it.
Well, I what I know is that it's just basically like, okay, so like, are we familiar with the concept that basically Saturn is just one ongoing storm that's like all connected around the planet forever?
No. Well, I don't know.
Okay, so that's supposedly the theory, and that big spot that you see on there is like a nexus point of like swirling, and it swirls
Okay.
the way that a hurricane normally does. But on the North Pole, there's another one which.
Well, this is the Saturn Moon Matrix theory: is that there's a fucking thing up, hurricane shaped like a fucking hexagon, or the one with 6 sides. I don't know what it is, octagon or whatever, which is like exactly the same as all of the depictions of Jupiter, Zeus, and all that are black squares or cubes. Mecca's a black cube.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay,
And
now
there's
I
all
know.
this different religious black cubes, and it's
Right.
all in symbolism throughout history and everything.
Sure.
So black cubes, Zeus, Jupiter, black cube. So Jupiter, they say it's a big fucking antenna, and it's emitting sine waves towards our moon. Our moon is our local amplifier, and Saturn is like the creator.
So the theory is what then? Fucking
The theory is that we're all born into like a holographic prison or placed in. Basically, they say that we are higher beings that were placed into this prison. by volunteering or by.
Is this like some Scientology
It's
kind
saying
of
that
offshoot?
it's saying that they're cyborg fucking robot like transformer type things that want us, like pretty much Matrix scenario, that want us to mine gold for their circuitry, shit like that. You know what I'm talking about?
Mine gold for their circuitry?
You need gold for circuits.
That's not the only weird theory about us just being here to be. There's a few different ones. The Zachariah Sitchin, old Anunnaki, dealy that were here just to mine gold for fuel or whatever. I mean, a lot of people have come up with that. I mean, it is strange that we're so obsessed with gold.
And it has to do with our DNA. It's all sine waves, pretty much. They say the one guy who talks about it. I forget his name. He's a YouTube guy too. He talks about we were born. The Bible talks about us being born into original sign, not sin. There was a translation that our DNA is sine.
That
waves.
would sort of make sense because the Bible was originally written in Greek.
Well, I don't know, but I'm just saying, it's all like we are like vibrationally here, and so is everything else that we can touch, because we're a projected image from a laser from the moon, Saturn, the sun, and I don't know where they put the laser. I couldn't, you know what I mean? But these guys talk about it like they know what's going on. I haven't been able to like watch enough about it yet, but it's really interesting.
What is the theory called again?
It's the Saturn moon matrix.
Okay.
David Icke spoke about it. This guy on YouTube actually really talked about it a lot. And his theory is probably the most intriguing and intricate, but I gotta fucking remember his name. It's like quasi something or quasi physics or something like that. But you know, you've heard about this.
No,
I know you've heard about this. You never talked about this, about like holographic fucking reality.
Well, sure, but I haven't heard the specific thing that it's coming from a laser on Saturn.
No. No, supposedly the reptilian.
Like break it down like in a simple.
From what I gather,
real quick.
it's about reptilians from Saturn that are like cybernetic. Put us in a prison that's holographic,
basically
using frequencies and waves, like a dimensional prison.
We're not in a physical. We're in like where our souls are in a.
Pretty much
prison where we're
Matrix, the movie scenario. Like we are. This is fake.
Where we're interpreting it this way,
yes,
or whatever, but we're actually
a much more complex being, basically.
Right.
Interesting.
Hang on,
it's like a mind. It's a soul
Here,
person.
what you're looking at is a representation of the Saturn moon.
Let's check this video out.
Now,
I'm gonna throw this up here.
This is how it works, people. It's that you're in a free energy machine, and symbols are the language of the universe and the conduit that your biofilled energy is flowing through. And it's where attention goes, energy flows. Now, you get your energy from the one true sun above your head and plant an animal, and then you feed it directly to the black hole sun. And if you look, you'll see that since the symbols are the conduit, it makes perfect sense that in Mecca, they're going around a black cube, which is a representation of the North Pole of Saturn. And they're going counterclockwise. Jewish people put the cube on arm and forehead, and both the Muslims have the cube, which is the Kaaba, and then they have Allah, their God, and the Jewish people have the Kabbalah, which is the cube God, both of them the cube God. Now, Catholics and Christians have the unfolded cube, which is the Jesus cross, and they're rubbing it in your face. The unfolded cube is showing you that you're on a flat plane. See how they unfolded it? And they're rubbing in your face. See the plus and the minus on there? That's because you're trapped in a free energy machine. You're being recycled. Your food, and on so many different levels you can't detect it. It's that everything you know is a lie. You can see that your wedding ring is a symbol of Saturn. Your biofilled energy is going to Saturn nonstop. It's going there right now. The symbols are rubbed in your face on your computer. It's that you can see the Intel logo is the ring, just like your Nike's the ring. And your TV stations you put on are the cube of the ring or the eye. Everything is cube, ring, or eye. It's on everything that you touch. It's literally, I don't care if you're looking at Minecraft, if you're in church, your X and Y. The sine wave that they're showing you here, that you're trapped in sine. See the cube? See the Jesus fish? See it's on Christian Mingle? That's the sine wave, people. Everything you know is a lie. They rub this shit in your face that you're trapped in the Saturn moon matrix, that you take your energy from the one true sun and you feed it to the black hole sun, Saturn. And you can't say you don't know this, and you can't say that you don't know that they eat your kids and vampirism is real. They rub it in your face nonstop. You can't say you don't know this stuff. I mean, really, people. This is rubbed in your face nonstop. You need to unite peacefully for your survival, if not love for each other, and get to my channel for truth immediately. It's that this shit is rubbed in your face. You put that cube on your head when you graduate. It's 100% that you've been indoctrinated. You have no education whatsoever. You could rub all your doctorate degrees, doctorate. To have a doctorate means you've been indoctrinated. So well, what about the surgeon who saved my father's life? Look what he did. He may have taken something out of your father or something like that. He didn't cure your father of anything. He hid the symptoms. That's what doctors do. They don't cure anybody. They have all the tools to cure you people of everything. It's just that they don't want you to have that because you're the food class, people. You're the slave class. You have a reptilian core to your brain. It's responsible for fight and flight, and it's responsible for keeping you tuned to the Saturn Moon Matrix hologram, where you're being sucked dry of your energy. You have Kundalini. You're a Kundalini food for them. There's all kinds of beings holding on to you and sucking your energy out, and there's other ones eating you and your kids. And you know vampirism is real. They rub it in your face. They showed you on a Harvard study on the TV that old dying mice eating baby mice get young again. It's that your kids are the forbidden fruit. It's that the apple doesn't fall far from the tree. You're the apple of my eye. It's that your kids are the fountain of youth. By drinking their blood and eating the children like these guys do, okay, they're able to live for thousands upon thousands of years. You see what kind of food you eat? Go look at the ingredients on the back of your food. Monosodium glutamate glycemic, this shit you can't even pronounce. And they eat the blood of your children. That's why they're living 4,000 years and you're living 100 years, because you're being bombarded with bullshit nonstop. You need to be a sun gazer, and you need to start sun gazing to superhuman. Everybody gets their energy from the sun, whether it's plant and animal, vampirism. Everything got its energy from the sun, and you need to be getting it through your eyes, like I explained in my videos. It's that sun gazing is real, and I'm telling you, as a sun gazer, everything you know is the reverse of truth, and you need to unite peacefully for your survival, literally. Get to my channel for truth immediately.
What's that guy's name?
This is Quasi-Luminous.
That was pretty fucking interesting, wasn't it?
Quasi-Luminous on YouTube.
He says you're supposed to stare at the sun because then you get energy. And
You know, I'm a little skeptical of anybody who goes by quasi, because I feel like they're just trolling.
no, his videos are awesome. This guy's cool.
I doubt it.
What do you think about this, Vinny? Sine waves and what he's saying about how everything's sine waves rings and it's all Saturn. It's all Saturn. What do you think?
About what?
Do you think do you think it's true? Do you think that could be possible? Would you think that we're fucking have something to do with Saturn and all the religions are based off Saturn?
I mean, it makes
sense to me.
It's another a convincing way of putting together a lot of symbolism and stuff. You know, I mean, definitely he's right that the, like the sine wave or which was almost like a double helix kind of thing. It's all over the fucking place. It is everywhere, and the plus minus and all that shit. But I mean, that's all kind of just nature of reality stuff too. Maybe it would be everywhere. I mean,
see when did he talk about holograms in here a lot or no? Like how we're holographic or no? Because I've seen a video of that same guy talking about.
I don't know. You just listen to the same thing.
Yeah, I know. It wasn't. I still don't understand what they mean. The people that think this is like, I'm a hologram right now, or my brain's on another planet in a machine, or what the fuck are you talking about?
Well, yeah,
you know what I mean?
I mean, it's not dissimilar from any religious view that you're a soul, interpreting a physical experience, So I mean, it's not that you your soul exists physically somewhere else. It's other dimensional, it's talking about the same stuff Christians talk about or whoever, about it's on a different plane. You have this other form of being. You know what I mean?
Stuff is so fucking confusing to me.
Well,
a lot. Like every time I try to think about it, and I try to think of, and then you can't, and then I don't really know how to think about.
It's interesting that
fabric of the stuff in front of me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Where I am and shit like that.
I mean, it's interesting that we can talk about, something like a soul, and everyone kind of agrees that there might be this other plane. Not everyone, but
yeah.
a lot of people are fascinated by it or agree that there's seems like there's something more to this, that we're not just kind of meat puppets, walking around here for no reason. That we're actually, I don't know, some fucking part of some other higher consciousness, I guess.
Exactly.
Why does it seem true, but you can't even really conceptualize it?
Right.
Yeah.
How could that be possible? What's possible?
It's comforting, I guess, is another thing, you know?
It does make the random elements of the universe seem like maybe there is an order we just don't understand. Because, I mean, really the far scarier alternative is that the universe is just totally fucking random. And, like, we
and
could
just
like,
cold and-
my
and-
nuts could just explode for no reason at any moment. And that's just because the universe is just fucked up and random.
The universe is not really random. It's all like geometric shapes and shit. It's all the same types of fucking shapes everywhere. And that math makes it, like, weird. And... You know what I'm saying? To where, like, there's coincidences and all these shapes, and, like, mathematics is like a construct. You can't go outside of that. Like, everything, like, is all, like, Fibonacci and shit like that, and all these Platonic solids and shit, right? It all matches up. So, like, we might be in a fucking computer. I could be a computer program sent here to fucking, I don't know, do something. Mine gold? I don't know, but why would that make sense if that would be a holographic gold, right? How does this all make sense?
Yeah, I know, because if any of this, then why the gold?
Why the gold?
And you guys find it weird that a guy who thinks that he's a hologram has a YouTube account?
No. It's just a method of communication, you know?
He actually talks about... I've seen that guy's videos before.
It's not any more weird that he has a pair of jeans. You know what I mean? It's like, if you're here, you're here. You're not going anywhere. He's not saying, "Oh, I got to get out of here and resonate to a higher consciousness."
I guess weird's the wrong word. Maybe ironic was more what I'm.
Well, what do you
driving
expect?
at.
What do you expect him to do? Just start
I don't
fucking
know.
leap into the sky and start beaming his message out somehow? Like,
I mean,
he's just he's not claiming to be magical.
Yeah,
you know,
he's
saying
just saying I'm a bitch ass hologram.
I mean, it's what else are you gonna do? You got to
Nothing.
talk about it somewhere. Why not
right?
YouTube?
Like God damn it, yeah. Okay, you find out you're a fucking hologram, right?
Yeah,
What do? You probably make a YouTube video, right?
yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, what else?
No,
you gonna
I
do?
mean, I might try to break reality.
Well,
If I could.
maybe he is though, but
Wait.
he feels obligated to bring other people down the path too. You know, I mean that's to me. I don't know. That doesn't just because someone is on YouTube talking about a subject like this doesn't mean doesn't mean that it's like they're caught up in the
I don't know. I just
in
the
the
whole
Matrix.
concept of a hologram having a internet profile of some kind
he's a
is
per-
just like funny to me.
But he's not saying that like
Well-
he's
No,
a hologram
I mean
in
just
some way that you're not.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying then like, anybody like just I guess the concept in general of holograms having like these other fake kind of.
But the YouTube is a hologram.
I mean,
Everything's
that's-
a hologram.
Okay.
Well, is everything? See,
That's
okay.
well, but in this scenario, everything's a hologram. So why would it be weird that he's got a YouTube channel? How is it any more weird that he goes to the store and gets food? You know?
I mean, I guess.
Yeah.
He even draws like little diagrams of what he thinks the hologram, how the hologram is made. If you find one with like a checkered floor, he calls it the gridiron, where we live, where we're slaves to it.
So this is the Saturn Moon Matrix.
Well, yeah, and I don't know. I'm not saying this guy's account of it is like everybody else's, but a lot of people believe in that type of shit, like holographic shit,
Yeah. Very
holographic
interesting.
world. But I can't fucking understand that when anybody says it.
Well, and then then you'll have a period of like a week where you just watch videos like this over and over, and then you start getting pretty clear on it for a while, and then if you don't stay with the terminology and you don't stay thinking about it, it gets really really hard to fucking conceptualize it again. Because I've had times where I studied a lot of stuff like this for months, and you do start to understand it better, but if you don't stick with it, man, that fucking liquor and weed will just fucking zap that shit right out of your brain.
It really did.
Yeah, you got to really stay on it.
I was looking this up like 4 days ago, and now I can't remember anything I learned.
Yeah.
You know?
And how much liquor have you drank since then?
God, an enormous amount.
Yeah.
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 How about
Oh,
you?
that's sad. Nah,
So,
I'm
yeah,
not
no,
sad.
I-
I drank too much.
What else? Is there any other fucking crazy theories about like the fabric of
There's
reality?
endless. There's a millions.
Is there?
Yeah.
Well, there's all the religions. Those are one.
Right.
And then
and
we're talking
basically
about other
talking-
ones. We're
basically
talking about
the same shit. We're talking because like if anything we're talking about is true, then we're kind of implicating there's like some other higher purpose for humans being here. So it's basically we're talking religion right now, pretty much. you know?
Well, yeah. There's religions, and then there's us trying to say it in regular words without a spokesperson.
Yeah.
With no spokesperson. You know what I'm saying? Because like Jesus, and you got that guy, and then that other weird guy, and the lady with all the arms. We're just like saying, what the fuck's going on here?
Right.
Fuck a spokesperson.
Yeah.
You know, it's not some guy. It's not one guy. It's not. That's not what's going on. It's not one guy. So, sorry, religion, but
Yeah, I don't
You
know,
know.
man. I got to look more into this Saturn Moon Matrix stuff.
it's pretty fucking crazy, dude.
Yeah. Well, and I just like, I don't know.
I
dude.
couldn't find that fucking guy's channel on here. I was gonna try to play one of the
Quasiluminous?
Quasilumin.
Quasi-luminous. You're probably just spelling it like a retard.
I never even attempted to spell it.
Oh, okay. You said you couldn't find his channel, so. Are we doing a break or what?
I don't know. For how? Yeah, sure. For how long?
I don't care. For 2 minutes, 5 minutes, just a couple minutes.
8:17.
Oh, okay. So what? Are we doing a break or what?
Yeah, sure.
And then refocus and come back?
Yeah, we're gonna talk about this kind of shit, or what are we
I
gonna
don't
talk
care.
about?
Whatever.
All right.
Do another hour.
Well, all right. During the break, we're gonna go outside and we're gonna try to see if we can see the concave Earth, real quick. I don't think it's gonna be there. Well, actually, we're gonna go look at the bubble in the middle of the Earth that the stars are on at the bottom of another ocean. Stick right there.
Putting a record on. We'll be
There
back.
you go. Like it fucking matters. Hey.
Like if none of this matters.
Yeah. Okay.
So did you like my
It's-
my organ music there?
Yeah. What was that?
Just some old organ grinder shit. That's what I'm into now. A lot of the big names out in the organ grinder business. You know those guys.
I lost a cousin to organ grinder.
What do you mean?
I don't know what that means. I just said that.
Sounds violent.
Yeah. Right.
Were you trying to make organ grinder like a disease, or what the fuck were you
So,
going for there?
Yeah.
That was horrible.
Kinda, yeah.
I was actually picturing like a
No,
murderer who like walked around like with an organ somehow.
That's what I
and then,
meant. I
like,
meant a big serial
brown
killer.
somebody in the organ. I don't know how you do that,
See,
but
he knows what I'm talking about.
Those were actually pipe organs we were listening to. That was the Pacific Electric Trolley Waltz. Why is that funny?
I don't know.
Because it sounds
It's
so
just a
fucking
ridiculously long
jolly.
title.
This is what I'm into now.
Yeah.
I swear to God.
You gonna
No,
put
I
on-
mean it's
you trying
good
to put on
music for
another one?
sure, but the title of them is.
I don't know. It's what I like. You guys.
Is it German or Russian? Is it Russian?
No, it's fucking American. This
Oh.
is what Americans listen to.
I don't know what it is.
This is what Americans listen to. See, you're part Mexican. You're an idiot. No idea what this country is about.
Where's the electric piano?
Shut up. All right, what are we
else do
doing this hour?
Mexicans use? Little guitars. That's all they got, pretty much, right? And trumpets.
They got nothing down there. Fucking suck. What are we doing here?
I don't know. What do you want to do?
Oh, this is your show.
Oh, okay. I don't know. I just came here today to talk about the fabric of reality, but
Yeah.
now we're here and we're listening to what is it called? The Waltz?
Well, what else about the fabric of reality then? Fucking
I don't know.
Spark it off,
I tend to think
faggot.
you still want to talk about that shit, or we can just start talking about random shit about everybody if you want to, or random shit you saw, or I mean, we can go anywhere.
I'd do
with this.
anything that other than listen to you suggest different things we could talk about. Just fucking talk.
All right, this
is your
Did you hear
stupid
about?
show.
Okay, yeah, I know. I was asking you guys the suggestions, dumb fucks. That's how I run the show.
I want to talk about tomatoes.
No, I don't want to talk about tomatoes. Did you
What
hear
about-
about
what
there's?
about
Did
tomatoes?
you hear about like the Southern California county where they have no fucking water and like everybody's fucking dying of thirst?
No, what are you talking about?
Heard something
Five-
about this, but like not
What
much.
where? Southern California?
California, yeah, Southern California, they're dying. Pretty much 500 and some odd families have no water. It was a farming community. They have to like have water bottles delivered daily. They're like the churches are like setting up showers for people to bathe and shit. It's like fucking, and the water's not coming back. It's been receding for a long time,
Right.
and it's completely
Water
gone.
scarcity. They
Water,
call that.
dude. It's huh?
Nothing. Go ahead.
No, I mean you can watch their coastline was receding. I think it was like a lake or a channel or something.
Yeah.
For many years over time. So then now they're pretty much fucked, and they won't hook you up to water. You can't get water. Did you hear about that? I fucking just saw it like yesterday. Did you pull it up or can I? Did you?
No,
find anything?
I'm looking for it. Right.
It's Southern California. It's going on. It's going on right fucking now.
Right.
Yeah, I just saw this like yesterday. I was like, what the fuck? And they're like, the one lady.
So how is
it's
it
been
that-
going on for a while though. It's not something that's new.
Doesn't it seem like we should have that like conquered by now? You know, like
No.
we'll always just be able to get water. Like, how do they get? So you got to get water out of the fucking ground. Still, I know that seems stupid. That I think that it comes from somewhere else, but like, yeah, how do they? To me, it seems like there should just be enough water. What the fuck are we doing wrong? We're running out of water in whole fucking towns.
Pretty much. That's
Well,
what.
we're poisoning a fuckload of
Can't
it.
be like that, Mike.
You're poisoning a lot of it. I mean, for one thing, like there's like tons of off chemical spills into various water lines that like now places can't use that they used to like 100 years ago because some company fucking like dumped their toxic chemicals in it and shit. And that happens like all over the country. So like there's tons of water all over the place. Just we can't fucking drink any of it.
Let's see what the news is saying. This is a horrible fucking. God damn it! Sorry.
What was that?
That was somebody recorded their TV. I thought this was a news clip about it.
Why do people do that?
I don't know. Why do fucking people make these stupid videos of them recording their goddamn TV?
I don't know.
I mean, it's probably possible to do in a way that's not terrible, but I haven't seen it.
I've seen literally once. I was astounded.
Hold on. Well, I'll try to find something else. But what's going to happen to these people? They got to move. You got to go where there's fucking water.
The lady she was interviewing was like, no, they're just bringing it to her every day that she gets a shipment.
Yeah.
And
so is
she's
this-
like, well, the
is it like
city
FEMA
said
or
since I don't
something,
have
or
it.
who does that?
I don't know, but she was telling the lady they won't hook my water up to the city supply because I don't have a disease,
Right.
or I'm not a child. And then she's like, oh, Barack Obama, or she said, we give water to fucking Kuwait and Afghanistan and all these other fucking countries. Why don't they give us some water? Help us over here. What the fuck? They don't have any water. Could you imagine that? No water.
Well,
which
once-
means no baths.
Has
which
Anderson
means-
Cooper been there?
Where are you gonna
Once he's on the scene, they'll
No,
get some
I don't think
fucking
he was
bottled
there
water
yet.
going.
They can't shit. They can't piss no more.
Yeah.
What are you gonna do? You can't shower. You can't drink. Why? You have to start walking at that point. That's when I start walking. You're like, where are you going? Towards water?
Leaving. Yeah.
I'm out of here.
Somewhere with some
Not
fucking
relying
water.
on this
But,
fucking
like, how
priest
is
to
it-
come here every day and with a bottle of water for me. Fuck
And
that.
how do you run out of water? Like, is there so they're pumping it from some supply that's drying up of fresh water, obviously. But then, like, how do you not see this coming from a long way away?
That's the
and
thing.
Start
They even said
working
that.
on it. Like,
they even said that. Like, well, everybody saw it coming, and just kind of like. They didn't. Well, they didn't even pay attention.
I mean,
it's
they
like,
sort of
well, it'll
human
be
nature.
gone when it's gone. Fuck it, we'll figure it out then. That's what it seems like. Or
Yeah.
when I first saw it, I was like, that's like a government microwave machine, fucking
What?
vaping their water out, like from Batman.
oh, okay.
Remember that?
No, I never saw any of the Batman shit.
No,
I
like
don't
the
that
new,
shit.
like the newest ones.
No, I never saw it.
No, Eh.
I know what you're talking about. Yeah,
It's a microwave machine that just vapes large quantities of water.
minus like the hallucinogens.
So you immediately thought like the government is taking the water.
Because they're taking they're seizing land all over, so they just want to displace people from anywhere and just declare it federally theirs.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I was thinking microwave machine. You know, once the people are gone, they can just take it.
Yeah.
Did you get a good clip of that or what?
See, here's my problem that I've
There's
always
no-
had
there's
with
no-
the theory of the
there's, like, no
microwave
news
machine.
clips on YouTube about
is
this.
how does it not microwave the people around it along with the water? Like, I never figured out how that was supposed to work exactly.
You're right about that, but I mean, I don't know.
Or what's this shit?
Okay, everybody. So, one of the largest, what they consider a mega city down in Brazil, is on its last 60 days of water.
Yikes.
Now, what's going on there is that, like it says, shockingly, it has only 60 days of water supply remaining. And I would really like to get your guys' opinions on this issue here. It says the city has about 2 months of guaranteed water supply remaining as it taps into the second of 3 emergency reserves. I'm going to leave the links to this article and another one that has to do with this. It says technical reserves have already been released, and as the city enters the heavy water use holiday season, its 20 million residents are riding on a fast-track collision course with severe water rationing and devastating disruptions. Now, again, we're talking about a mega city with over 20 million people. We are, I mean, right here, you're about to watch what it says here. You're about to watch a milestone event in the history of the world. What are you going to do? We have been preaching this, and I have been talking about this since the beginning of this year. Because what do you do with 20 million people? We're not talking about, some type of energy resources here. We are talking about a rudimentary element of life. You need water. Without it, you can't stay there anymore. So here's the problem, and it's the same because Vegas, California, Vegas is in California, but California, Phoenix, Tucson, Arizona, all these places, they're next. They're coming up.
Hold on.
What are you watching?
Wait, did he say that
Did this
Vegas
guy
is
say-
in California? Did I hear that
I
right?
thought that's what he said too. Hold on a second.
On Arizona, all these places, they're next.
Hold on.
They're So here's the problem, and it's the same because Vegas, California, Vegas is in California.
That's what he said.
That
What?
is what he said. All right. Well,
So wait,
this guy's a retard.
is he telling the truth? Is there a mega city without water in 20 days, or when is this from, or what is that?
Yeah, I don't
Is he
know.
bullshitting?
Are you on the Onion?
Yeah, hold on. What are you
This
talking
is
about?
Tom, dude. Okay, go ahead.
What video is it?
It's fucking
just
some
dude, or is it?
dude.
Yeah, okay.
I'll look it up, but you
I'm
can't,
looking
I mean,
it up too
like,
here. My computer sucks.
I can look it up, but you can't just ask me and then just wait for I'm not gonna know in 1 fucking second. I can
Well,
try to
you
find
can
out.
tell me when it's from.
When what's from?
When the video was published. That's all.
Why is that gonna do anything
I
for
don't
you?
know. Just want to know what the hell this is. If it's like some guy making lies up, or
Well, I'll figure it out. Just give me a minute. But here's how a talk show works.
Okay.
I'm sitting here looking.
don't tell
things
me
up.
how a talk show works.
Well,
Let's just
but
continue.
I mean,
fine.
help me out. I'm trying to
No,
look
because
it
my
up, and
fucking
you're just
computer's
going,
dead.
What
My
is it?
phone
Like,
is dead. I can't
What was the
look
name
shit
of
up.
the What was the name of
what?
the city that he was saying that this?
That's
was
what I'm trying to figure out.
I don't even.
Okay.
Okay.
And it would be awesome if you kept the rhythm going while I did that instead of this fucking train wreck.
Well, you just played a video that said fucking water's gone from a city of 20 million. That's all I can think about now. It's freaking me out.
I know.
That's like a big deal, right?
Yes.
Doesn't that mean that they're all going to run around over here and try to steal our water? It's a big lot.
There's a few countries in between
Where?
between Brazil and here. I'm pretty sure it was in Brazil, right?
Yeah, they don't have any water in those countries neither. Not clean water.
It is weird that he wasn't saying the name of the city in the video.
Yeah, that
though.
is weird.
And I can't find out what the fuck he's talking about. But they're talking. I don't know. It's definitely going on in California, though, right?
Yeah, that's definitely
Yeah, no,
that's
there's like a
definitely
million
true.
things about it. Yeah, that's a problem.
But how many? That's only right now. It's only affecting like 500 families. So I mean, that's a lot different.
But so, how do you run out of water? That's what I'm.
I think they built aqueducts
Unclear on.
to like I think water wasn't there naturally. They were pulling it from somewhere. They like built trenches or some shit like that. I don't know. I just briefly saw this earlier. I just brought it up.
Well, I mean, wells dry up. It does just happen. Like we eventually there's underwater.
Well, I know,
water
but
that
how do
tap
you not
into.
see this coming from long enough to get some other water source or supply, or maybe it's that they did see it coming plenty in time and they're asking the government for help and they can't get it. Is that the fucking story?
That or the government kept lying to them and saying that it was okay when it wasn't. That's also an option. Like they're saying, yeah, no, we're still good. Reelect me. Everything's fine.
And they're saying, yeah.
if
Whatever.
I can open this, it says these maps of California's water shortage are terrifying.
Yeah. I
What
saw
is
that
this?
too.
Mother Jones.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Mother Jones.
Is this a credible fucking?
I don't know. I have no idea. I've heard of it. But who gives a shit?
Yeah, you can't even
anyways?
read these maps easily. The fuck is that
cares?
supposed to mean? I don't know. Are we running out of water?
No, we're not.
We're not.
I don't think so.
I heard we ship all our water to China in bottles.
I'm not. I use a shitload of water around here.
From here.
I
It's
take
well
I
water,
take
right?
4-hour showers. I don't give a shit.
I take showers.
Water keeps
from when
coming strong.
When I get into the shower, you turn the water on. When it's cold, my shower's over. That's how I roll. Which is about 40 minutes.
That is a It's a lot of hot water you use.
It runs out faster than you'd expect.
No, I mean, it's not like you're in the shower the whole time. I just run the shower for hours because it makes me feel good to have water around. Just sit in there.
You serious?
Watch YouTube videos. Yeah.
One time I was at this weird party. It was like a hotel party, and there was like 2 rooms connected, and there was this weird Rastafarian black guy there that just kept turning the water on in the fucking in the showers. And he'd go from room to room doing it, and we'd be like, "Who the fuck keeps turning the fucking shower on full blast?" And it was this weird guy. And then we were like, why are you doing that? He's like, "Oh, I don't know, man." And we're like, "Well, can you just cut it out?" It was pretty funny.
Not do that.
Yeah.
Because it's comforting to have the water sound. And, you know, it's like, yeah, it is. It's nice.
I can agree with that.
Yeah.
I mean, get a tape though or something, man. Come
I
on.
guess. Yeah.
Is it nice when you hear the toilet flush? Does that like soothe your soul?
It's great. Any passage of
I
water.
mean, you know, that kind of does feel satisfying just because, like, you know, it has ended. It's just like, yes, this is the conclusion on a part of something that I was doing today.
Yeah, yeah. Boy,
Water,
is that nice.
delicious water is expensive. That doesn't make sense, man.
What do you mean?
I hate like that. You know, tap water tastes like shit. I want free water that's good. You know,
All right, are you still interested
probably-
in this California drought?
sorta. Yeah, we're talking about
May
water.
appear. California is mostly a dry state. Huge sections of the Golden State receive only about 15 inches of rain in an average year. That's about the same as Morocco. And much more of California would look like a desert without some heavy-duty plumbing. A massive system of dams, pipes, and canals moves needed water to thirsty parts of the state.
That is true.
It all starts
They
with
are kind
winter
of stupid for
storms
going out
rolling
there
in
and
from
being
the
like, "Hey, well, there's
Pacific
no
Ocean,
water." Well,
dropping
we
rain
want a
and
city
snow
here,
in the
okay?
Stern of
Yeah,
Atlantic.
we need to build
When the
massive
snow melts
pipes and
in
get
Massive
water out
pipes.
here.
The water runs down mountains into
Well, that's what we do.
streams,
We don't
which
belong
trickle
on this
Yeah,
planet.
but
We
why,
just
why don't we
fucking
just go where the
rivers to
water
the
is and
Central
chill?
Here,
Like,
they've flown to
don't go out there. Why? Desert, no water. Don't go there. Nothing's there. We just let that sit.
Yeah, no, I mean, but that's our job as humans is to just fucking not be satisfied with anything and just keep fucking roaming around to every corner of everywhere that we can find, and eventually we'll just leave and go to another planet because we don't fucking belong here.
Where do we belong?
We don't like it here. I don't know, but it's clear that we're not fucking all that comfortable
No,
here.
why do people
you know?
want to live in the desert though? That's the least comfortable. Well, I guess like cold would be the least tundra or whatever, but it's the second least comfortable place to be probably.
No, people love it everywhere.
I drove through the
Somebody that wants to
desert
live
one
it.
time. It was fucking awful. It was hot. It was so hot. And
It's kind of like being in the middle of the ocean. It's like nerve-wracking. It's like, why? What am I gonna do if I need something? What's gonna happen to me out here? There's
There's
no
like a
rules
fucking-
here. Anything could happen.
There's an
I mean,
emergency
I think that's
box.
the biggest reason for how people started moving out there. I mean, because like certainly towns like Vegas and LA were formed in the desert because shit was going on there that nobody wanted to talk about or to people to know about. So do it in the fucking desert.
Yeah,
That makes sense.
that is.
For
Well,
Vegas,
that was a
that
big
makes
part
sense
of
to me.
westward expansion. Like, let's get the fuck away from the government, and then they just followed and followed and followed. But you know, that was a major driving force for getting people out there. Was like, I want to do stuff without fucking restrictions and permits and whatever, people around and stuff. I'm just gonna go knock down some trees and build a house and mine some gold and fuck you, you know.
We should try it. We should found a city in the hills, mountain, desert, wherever the fuck. Can you still do that? No.
No.
Fuck no, because the Google Maps, right? This fucking sucks, dude.
Yeah, everything sucks now. Can't just go. Well, there was, you know, there used to be laws that you could just go claim land. But you were talking about now you can't own land at all anymore, huh?
Yeah, you can't own land anymore because of the fucking titles. You don't hold the title. You never buy it. You never get it. You never
Very,
sought
very
after
few
it.
people actually own land. They're
Yeah.
usually renting it from the bank.
Right.
Right.
Except for what? Just really old money families that have had it forever.
Or
I guess
actually,
so.
even
I
like
don't-
you
it
know,
might be
like
different-
really
different-
like new money kind of people probably like maybe own some land directly, but not even a lot of them. You know, it is mostly like the old money people. For
So
sure.
who actually owns it? The banks.
The banks.
Yeah.
The banking system.
Which of course is owned by those old families.
Right. So that's who actually owns the land. So
They own the country.
So right.
There you go.
They don't only own the land that they have buildings on. They own your land too. They own everybody's land.
they own this land that we're sitting on now.
More than
By all
likely.
technicalities, yes.
So
Probably.
when you buy your land, you buy your deed or whatever, your title, but you're like,
No, you get the deed. You don't get the allodial title for the land.
What's the allodial title?
It's a title that gives you the ownership of your land
Which
and
you
everything
wouldn't
above
do.
it.
The only time that would happen is if you literally finish paying off the bank, which almost nobody.
No,
does.
even then when you pay off the bank, you don't even get it. You'd have to like have some sort of stipulation in the contract in the beginning
That
to
you're
even
gonna eventually
try to
have
get
the
it. Right.
allodial title?
And nobody thinks to ask. It's how I understand it. But
Yeah, I'm not positive about that particular detail, but it wouldn't surprise me.
no, I'm sure you could get it somehow, maybe, right? I don't know.
No, there has to be a way because originally that's how it worked. But
Yeah.
I'm sure they've written loopholes into it where you have to actually like request it somewhere along the way. Probably like 18
So
months.
where
into
can
it,
you
just be
run to?
weird.
Where can you own land? Where can I own land? I want to own land. Where do I got to go?
I don't know, some crazy
Alaska?
fucking island.
Or buy some like shit land in the middle of nowhere for like 35 cents a fucking acre and lose all
Yeah.
my money and fucking
Well, even then, it's owned by
right?
somebody.
Yeah, but
Like,
then even then, yeah, you're
yeah,
right.
it's owned by some, like literally everything that's in the United States is owned. Like
And where the
that's, like there's nothing left.
I want to buy new shit. Where's the new stuff? Where's the? Can we go? We can't go to the fucking mountains, could we? We can go live in a cave.
So you guys think everything is owned?
I think
pretty
pretty much everything is
sure.
owned.
I might be wrong. There might be somewhere.
Everything is owned, claimed, or under some sort of gray area where that also is off limits. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like and every other place shall be regulated as see fit by the blah 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 blah. So you know what I mean, or whatever. I mean, do Mexicans own land? I think Mexicans might. Do they own land? I don't know.
Again, the big families own land.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
So if you buy land and you completely pay the bank off, what is it? What do you mean that they still own the land? What does that mean?
That's why you pay
what could they fucking do to you?
property
could
tax.
Could they if you've completely paid it off, they can still have some claim to it or what?
Yeah.
In what way? How are they going to get it back?
Oh, I don't know. What do you mean by there's just give it back to me right now? You mean?
Well, you're saying there's this other
I'm
kind
saying
of
there's
title.
another kind of title that makes you own the land.
and
but
what can they do with that?
I guess nothing except tax you every year on it.
So we're
Rent.
talking about having to pay property taxes.
Right.
That's
But
not,
I mean,
that has
I'm
nothing to do with a bank, though.
Well, yes, it does.
How?
Because they direct the municipalities to levy these taxes against your property, which is their property.
What do the banks have to do with that?
A lot.
What?
Well, I don't know. It's all. I'm not too sure about. I don't know exactly, dude, but I know it's all involved and stuff like that. Do you know anything about it? Or are
Where's
you asking
Tracy?
No,
legitimately?
I'm telling you that it has no connection to. I don't.
Well, I'm pretty sure that people that have the allodial title to their property don't pay property tax. That's all I'm saying. And I don't know why that is. That's just what I heard. You know what I mean?
think. Okay.
So
Yeah, I don't know about that. I'm
that's
no
what I
knowledge
heard
one
from
way or the other.
a speaker, a lecturer about law society.
All right.
But-
so you're just going off what some guy said.
Yeah, that's what I'm here to do.
How do you spell that? Do you know
What?
that title?
Elodio? I don't know. I would look this shit up too, but this computer is completely frozen.
Yeah, we're having computers.
On Mother
shitty.
Jones, it wants me to subscribe.
All right. Well, just forget it. Who cares?
No, but I either want to own land or like be somewhere where nobody else is. Is that?
Well, the second you can definitely get it. That's a whole other story.
Yeah, I mean, you can go live,
But
in the
not in the
woods.
middle of the desert.
no, you probably could.
You know
in the
what?
middle of the
No,
desert.
check it out.
As much as
Would you
things,
want to?
as much as things are like kind of zoned out and mapped and everything, there's a lot of area that's just still pretty fucking wild and uncharted.
That's true, but
that you
you
would
can't-
never be found
If you're driving, every time I drove into the middle of nowhere, I'd be like, "Oh yes, the middle of nowhere," and then like within 5 minutes, something. You know what I mean? A life. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
Humans.
being from like the suburbs or like from the city or like kind of like an urban-ish kind of background, like the way we feel about the middle of nowhere is not really necessarily the middle of nowhere. Really, the middle of nowhere is like fucking way far out.
Yeah, no, and there's a lot of this country that's untamed still. We've actually put a very small dent in. Well, we've done a lot of clear cutting and a lot of pretty crazy shit like that. That's pretty vast, and as far as what we've really tamed and taken a hold of, with building cities and stuff like that is a pretty fucking small percentage of the actual land that's out there. So there's plenty of places to go.
But there's always going to be like somebody within an hour's drive of you. You're never going to be like where no one is, unless you're in the middle of the fucking
That's
desert.
definitely not true.
Yeah, I mean, there's like 25% of the country hasn't even been surveyed. I mean, there's like a lot of wilderness, man.
So where could you move to and just kind of like set up shop, like fucking build a tree house?
Backward woods of Kentucky. There are definitely.
What about if
Kentucky
if it's a place you don't want to go?
There's probably in places in Illinois where there's gaps for 50 miles with no towns, and you could probably just fucking go get lost in there for years. Nobody would give a shit about you.
Bullshit.
I don't know about that one. I mean, like.
Well, no. You know what? He's right. Off to the east, there's like nothing.
Yeah. No, west.
West.
Yeah,
you're right.
Yeah. Okay, like so southwest.
No, but it doesn't matter. There's if you've
okay.
ever driven through the country, you know that it's mostly just fucking wilderness and wide open spaces. It's like
oh yeah,
you go city to city to city, whatever. But we've built roads and whatever. But I mean, think about. We ever drive around like an entrance ramp to a highway and look down in like the trees and bushes and the thing, and you just think like, I bet nobody's walked down there for 25 years. And that's right in the middle of where thousands of people drive every day. You know what I mean? There's all kinds of areas you could disappear. And there's all kinds of people hiding out there.
Okay, so what I'm going to do
probably.
is I'm going to run and I'm going to live in the circle at the exit on First Avenue and I-55.
I guarantee there's already somebody doing
just
that.
put a tent inside of there underneath all the
There's
tall
probably
shrubbery.
somebody down there already.
Okay,
you go down there, they're going to kick your fucking ass, dude.
All right, now this
No way.
brings me to, have you guys heard about the whole fucking like the mole people below like New York and Washington D.C. and like that whole fucking area like
That's
on the
not
East
true.
Coast and shit?
That's not true.
Yeah.
That's not true.
There's all. What do you mean?
What do you
mole
mean that's
people?
not
Yeah, what do you mean?
Well, I mean, not mole people. They just call them that.
Oh,
there's
okay.
there's just homeless people that like live like in like the tunnels like below these cities, and they like
and
they
they
go
build-
like there's
they-
like whole like other like there's like a whole other fucking city beneath these
Yeah,
cities.
they build.
basically.
I know what you're talking about. They build buildings down there.
Yeah,
they live in
it's
apartments.
fucking
They have
crazy.
property. They have
like,
jobs.
they steal cable and shit, and like there's like TVs down there. It's fucking nutty,
It's fresh
man.
as hell.
Yeah, I've seen some documentaries, but you're basically talking about large homeless camps kind of things.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, exactly.
And they build like little mini cities and stuff. And yeah, I mean, there was a good documentary on the one under New York. I forget what it was called, but I watched it a couple times years ago. It was pretty popular.
At least those. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
What?
I was gonna say, at least people that do that aren't like, well, I guess I'm just gonna live in this box where right by this door over there.
Yeah.
At least they're like, I'm gonna build a house out of like just wood and stuff
Like,
in
I'm
the
going
sewer.
to figure something out.
Go somewhere where I can get a community going.
Yeah,
you know?
right.
I mean, in fairness, there's nothing like that in Chicago that you can do. We don't go that far down.
Yeah, whenever that happens, though, the government always busts it up. And I gotta think that the reason for that, because they're not fucking harming anything, you know what I mean?
Just stealing
It's-
electricity.
No, and the reason just has to be that we don't want people to get the idea that they can split off into communities on their own, not pay taxes and take care of each other and do what they got to do to get by. We don't want people to realize that that's a possibility. You know?
Yeah, no, that's totally it.
without.
But I'm sure that
Why
they-
do you think that the government basically hates the homeless?
But
Like, how many laws exist directly just to fuck with homeless people?
That's a good point to try to try to show you like you're not allowed to break from the system, buddy.
Yeah.
You come back.
You're
in
not
and
allowed to be homeless. You must.
You get an
money.
apartment and a job immediately, or we're gonna make your life
Yeah.
fucking miserable. Yeah,
Like, dude, you can wind up on a registered sex offender list for taking a piss, and not like even like on a kid's playground. So just taking a piss in an alley. Like, what the fuck? What the shit is that about? Like, that is
That's the thing.
insane.
That's what comes to your mind when you the unfair rules.
I can't piss on a fucking
Can't
kid's
piss on a
playground.
kid's
What the fuck is
playground?
going on?
No.
in
I'm
society?
saying it's not that. Like, they're pissing just in an alley. Like, they're not pissing on anything that's like inappropriate or anything
I
like that.
know.
Like,
Yeah.
Like, it's
No, but it is-
directly
it is-
designed so that you can't take a
But
piss
you know
outside.
what? You know what? It is piss. It is gross pissing
I'll
on
piss
a
on a
fucking
fucking
on
playground.
concrete.
I've
I'm
done
gonna do
it.
that. I'm gonna do that next week.
Listen.
I'm gonna wait till recess at the school down the street, and as all the kids come out to play, I'm just gonna slowly walk out of the woods, just like stone faced. I'm just gonna fucking start pissing all over the place, and I'm gonna run my ass off. Why I would do that?
No, but
Another felony?
what was I saying? No, it is fucking gross to piss on concrete and it just like pools and it gets all nasty. If you piss outside like in the dirt, that's fine. It goes away. Like little animals do stuff to it. I don't know. I'm not
So,
little.
But I mean,
what is your
one-
point about
that's the-
homeless people? Like they're a nuisance. They
Yeah,
are.
they are pissing on fucking
And they're
concrete.
gross.
Piss in the grass. Okay.
Bother you, ask for shit. But
Yeah.
Alan has a point too. Like even if you are a self-sufficient like hobo type, you know
He said,
that you,
and they're gross and they bother you.
yeah.
That's what you said.
I mean, it's true. I'm
so-
not. We're not going to deny
I
that.
just realized he said that. Okay.
even if you are though like the self-sufficient type, there's plenty of laws in place. Vagrancy laws. You can't sleep in a forest preserve. You can't do this. You can't do that. And it makes it pretty impossible to break from the system without a lot of fucking problems. You know.
You'd have to live in the middle of nowhere and you'd have to keep it a secret from everybody.
Right, you can get picked, like, say you're just like a traveling hobo. You can't do that shit anymore. You walk down the railroad tracks in the wrong town, fucking 8 squad cars show up. Independent thinker alert, you know. What is this guy doing? He's not on a sidewalk on his way to buy something or sell something. You know, and get thrown in jail for vagrancy or whatever dumb shit. You know what I mean?
Oddly enough, though, it's weird that you mentioned like the train hopping thing because I've actually talked to a couple of homeless guys like who like travel and like hitchhike and shit. And apparently, like the whole the boxcar jumping thing is actually bigger than ever in a weird way.
yeah, I've known plenty of people
Because
that
like
did
it's
it,
actually
yeah.
a better way to travel than hitchhiking these days.
No, it's still
Then
very
what-
popular.
you really
in
think
the
so?
South more.
You think
That's
it-
what they. That's what.
You
this is
think
what
it's
I've
a
been
better
told.
way?
That's what I've been told by
Yeah.
people who do it.
Well,
No, it definitely is better than hitchhiking.
Well,
it's way safer than hitchhiking,
I
I'm
know.
sure, you know.
But why don't I see what you were saying? That why is it so bad to be homeless? What if I want to be fucking homeless, bitch? What if I'm just like, well, what do you want to do when you grow up? Nothing. Eat in neighborhood squirrels and nothing else. Like, why couldn't you do that if you wanted?
Walk around and find like whatever food. And
Whatever.
I'll be fine. Sleep
Be
on the
fine.
ground.
Sleep on the ground.
No,
But
you're
then
not allowed
gonna
to.
You're gonna go to jail. They're gonna put you in jail, and then you're gonna fucking yeah.
Not that I even really want to do that. I do like having a house, but it's interesting that the system is constructed to keep you from, you know.
Yeah, they won't let you fucking go buy. They won't let you go fucking buy any land to put a house on for really cheap, and then like, you want to live in a house, but it's just not in the cards. Plus, they won't let you build a house of your own for free. Even if you own land, own property, they'd be like, now you owe us like 10 grand to let you build a house.
Oh yeah, no, you gotta. I mean, you can't have like all kinds of noise going on unless you got a permit, and you know, oh, we have to make sure that the zoning's all right and everything. And if it doesn't look like the ass crack of whiteness, you know, we're gonna make you like redo everything so that it looks exactly like every other house. And the list goes on for fucking ever.
The government sucks. Yeah, that's basically the.
I mean, yeah.
It sucks, man.
Well, municipalities suck.
But
which
why
are
can
a
I?
form of the government.
I think we should start a fucking hobo movement to make it cool, like
We're
high
not
school
It's
kids.
not. I mean, we wouldn't
like-
be starting anything. That's what those fucking people are all about. They just go out and travel, and you know, they philosophically believe you shouldn't have to fucking work and whatever. You know, the problem
wait,
is
what do they say? What do they exactly? They say I philosophically believe I don't have to work, or they just don't want. They say I don't want to.
no, they're mostly just idiots. They're mostly. Here's the problem: you talk to like a lot of these like drifter kids and whoever. You know, they want to have cities to go to.
To bum money off,
To bum money off
cigarettes off
people
people,
and
and
find
money,
fucking
and get some
garbage to
drugs,
eat.
and fucking do drugs, and then get some booze, and then jump a train, right?
And find garbage and fucking whatever to eat, and yeah, and then jump a train that somebody built at a factory who lived in a house and had that job to support a family. You know what I mean? They really rely on all the stuff that they hate to fucking survive. That's why that lifestyle is kind of bullshit. It's totally bullshit, actually. You know, they really, you know, sitting around begging on a fucking street in whatever, like, if you go to the South, I mean, every, like, mid-level town has these drifter kids, you know, or every mid, like, sized town, you know, has these drifter kids sitting around. And, yeah, they're just, you know, totally unwilling to contribute, but totally willing to take whatever they can fucking get.
I don't mind
It's kind of repulsive in a way. Now, if you just do it for a little while as when you're young, fine. I could see that more than anything. It's like, but they're, you know, it's still they're typically not humble. They typically think of you as like, oh, you're caught up in this rat race and you can't even give me $1 and I'm just laying around here like a piece of shit. And you're like, dude, you know, you wouldn't have a city to drift to if it wasn't for me. You know, fuck off. They have a very like entitled view usually, you know. And, you know, the kind of kids that sit there with their stupid fucking dogs and everybody's got, like, camouflage and giant pants on.
Yeah.
Like,
No, you could see them from, like, a block away. I saw one the other day, like in...
dreadlocks and stuff.
yeah.
A lot of white people with dreadlocks.
And, like, a guitar case and fucking a dog.
You know,
right?
the look. And they'll literally, hey, help us get fucked up. Give us a couple bucks. Like, yeah, well, suck my dick, piece of fucking shit. Would you take a shower and go fucking visit your parents or something?
Why don't they figure out ways to take showers?
No, they do. Eventually,
They do,
I'm
kinda?
sure that eventually they do.
Eventually.
Somewhere. But like, I've hung out with fucking people like that, you know, and they squat in houses, and I've been to these squatting locations and shit, and whatever, and hung out with them, and they're just, I don't know, dude. It's just a shitty lifestyle. When you remove yourself from your daily like ability to brush your teeth, fucking change your socks and things like that, you know, you really go downhill pretty quick.
So they just say, I'm leaving home one day. Jump on a fucking train. Or usually there's people like saying, hey, come with me, right?
It's part
Probably.
of a culture.
It's like,
yeah,
right.
I mean, it's just
so
people
it's like,
are, so-and-so's about to go to North Carolina. Oh, really? I'll go and fucking, I'm a piece of shit with nothing to do. I'll go lay around at some fucking flop house for 3 months and never have anything, you know, go beg for like $1 to get a hard-boiled egg to eat or some shit, you know. I don't know why you'd want to live like that.
it sounds
really
pretty
don't.
cool.
Yeah.
It's wait, what are you talking about? We've been living like that for years, except for the
but I've
deciding
always
to be
worked.
homeless.
I've always worked. That's the difference.
I've always worked. That's the difference.
Right. I mean, I always did something to get money legitimately. I never fucking sat around
Well,
like,
is
"Hey,
playing
come
guitar on
you
a
know."
corner legit? I mean, they play guitars and shit all the
That's
time.
what I was gonna say.
Not
I
well,
don't-
usually.
Yeah.
Well, if they do it well, I don't mind. That's the thing. If you're a decent musician and you actually have increased like my experience of walking down the street by playing, I will throw you some money. Fair enough. You've done something. If you are just like change, fuck off.
Yeah, no, they're whatever. They're, you know, the whole point is pretty much summed up by you know, they wouldn't have a city to drift to if it wasn't for everyone working their jobs and hanging out and doing what we do in our civilizations, you know.
Well,
But I mean,
but you hate working.
no, I don't.
No,
Of course
you hate
not.
working for someone else.
I don't
right?
like working for unfair amount of money for someone else's dream.
That's true.
I don't like having a dumb job that I clock into and fucking just get enough money to get by. You know, I love working on my own fucking enterprises. I enjoy the time I spend working when it's for something that I believe in, you know, and
I
I'm
need some
producing
fucking money.
No, I mean,
Yeah, me too.
This is an interesting point though, because you're a musician yourself, and like, so what do you see as the difference between like what you do as a musician, making money that way, and like somebody who wants to do it like on the street?
I guess I don't know, dude. What you know, it doesn't really matter. Anytime someone agrees to give you money for a service, it's kind of the same fucking deal. But you know, really, I guess sitting out and playing on the street there's nothing wrong with it. You know, I don't know, but it's not someone requesting your presence as an artist in a location for a set amount of money, which is, I guess, more. I don't know. I'm not sure I even understand the question. Actually.
No, that's fine. I saw
What
those
is the
guys down
difference?
in
The
New
difference
Orleans.
is
Those
that you're
guys smelled
in
like
one you're
shit.
sitting on a street.
You
and
knew
one
they
you're
would
on a stage. I don't know.
I saw those guys down. We were in New Orleans. Those guys smelled like shit. They were on the corner with their dog. Like they had like somebody had puked right there, and they're just like sitting right next to it. Like,
Yeah.
let's just like go sit over there next to that bush.
Because they suck.
And it's like they're like they have instruments, but they're not playing them. They're all they asked me for a cigarette actually, and actually you know they'd steal your shit if you weren't looking too. You know that. That's just what you know when you look at
They're a
them.
bunch of scumbags.
So it's like kind of fucked up. You know what I mean? I'm good.
yeah, I'm not a huge fan of the modern drifters. But yeah, I don't know.
Rambo was a cool drifter.
As far as like playing on the street versus like getting hired to play somewhere, I think I don't know. Am I supposed to pick one over the other?
No. I mean, I'm just curious if you see that a difference there in like why the street musician bothers you versus like a studio musician.
No, I don't think I ever said street musicians bother me.
Oh, okay. I thought you
said drifter, musician,
I said
hobo
they
kids.
they don't usually play well. No, I never.
Oh, okay.
I never.
Okay.
I'm talking about the fucking
the true drifter, the one who does nothing.
No, and just the idiots that just think that it's like you should appreciate their fucking lifestyle enough to give them $1. Like, no.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? But if you're out there playing music, fine, whatever. I don't give a shit. I'm not gonna give you any money. But
That'd be awesome if that's how money worked.
what?
Just like, somebody sees you doing something like, oh man, you play the trumpet? Here's $10. Like, yeah,
No,
thanks.
that is how it works.
Well, I don't mean.
Ask anybody who play. Like, I used to play in a bar for tips.
Yeah.
And if you play really well and you do something that people really like, they'll fucking, dude, there's no limit. I mean, I've had people tip us like $80, in a night, just for playing just old kind of music that they liked, that for one reason or another really clicked with them. And people will just shell over anything they have to you if you're a fucking artist that they love.
You should have asked for their firstborn and like their fucking car, fucking title and everything.
Yeah.
That ever happen?
Yeah, fine.
Well,
I actually owe several of my children to various people.
do you?
Yeah.
How many children you got?
I have none at the moment, but I
fuck.
owe my first 16 to various people that I used to work
You're
with.
in debt.
Yes, I need to get working on this shit like
You
a
get
motherfucker.
working on that.
Yeah. Start having some kids paying that shit off.
Yep. So, ladies, let me know.
Wait,
If you'd like to go through a pregnancy for no reason other than to help me pay
Whatsoever.
a debt of a human
gigantic
being,
debt.
yeah, send an email to the Sunday Evening Overdose at gmail.com.
Yeah.
Alright.
I'm so fucking broke. I have no fucking cigarettes. I got no money. I got no job. I got no car. I got no fucking.
What happened with your car?
They fucking took it and they're gonna fix it.
Oh, so you're getting it back.
Yeah, but
All right, cool.
it's gonna take forever.
So good.
I'm
that,
broke.
That solves last week's mystery of whether or not you were ever going to get your car back.
Yeah, but I still have to come up with like a stack to get it back.
Do you?
Yes.
So you have to pay $1,000 for the deductible,
Yeah, pretty much.
basically.
Yeah.
Well, that's never going to happen.
I know. Plus, I gotta pay like other bills, like eat.
My eat bill.
I gotta pay my eat bill, man.
Yeah. God, that would be, see, if that's one of those things that we think of once in a while that I'm like, I would accept a lot more of the shitty stuff in society if we had things actually worked out that well, where it's just like, food bill, $80 this month, and food gets brought to me or whatever. You know what I mean? Like, we should have that figured out as a society. But I guess we do have services you can do, but you have to be fucking rich to do.
Yeah,
stuff
right.
Like
You
that.
like a poor
talking about
person.
the average person should be able to fucking just have.
Like, why don't you go on the what do you call it plan? What's that? It's where you fucking eat for fucking $4 a month. You never did that? It saves you a fortune.
Well, they do have stuff like that, and you eat just straight poison all the time. Whatever you can get, those government welfare programs usually don't get you access to fucking a lot of really good food.
No, like you can use them at pretty much like the cheapest grocery store. in the
Right, yeah,
neighborhood.
yeah.
What the you talking about link
Like
cards
food
and
stamps.
shit?
Yeah, yeah.
You can use those at the liquor store.
Which
yeah, but
is
you can't use them at
insane,
Whole
but-
Foods, can you?
No, you cannot use them at Whole Foods.
Right,
But
yeah.
you
Yeah,
can use
no.
them at the liquor store.
Yeah.
To buy booze with.
Well, that's the idea.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
The
no.
government
I mean, like,
does want to kill you. After
Yeah.
all,
And I want to kill myself.
forget
They're
that.
giving me free money to get the stuff to kill myself. We're both working together on it. It's probably going to happen.
Yeah.
It never quite works that way, though. Instead, like we have like fifth generation people on welfare, which is kind of
Well, they want you to, yeah, I mean, they want you to be dependent, and they want to slowly kill you while they drain you of all of your fucking worth of any kind. But that's what takes me back to what we were talking about earlier. It's like a spiritual process. They just want to suck the absolute lifeblood out of your fucking, out of you. They just want to sap your energy and your existence in any way that they can.
What the fuck? What was Jimmy showing me earlier this week? The thing out in California that Alex Jones fucking broke into like a number of years back.
Oh, Bohemian Grove.
Yeah, that one.
What about it?
The fucking whatever spell they're fucking casting or whatever.
The cremation of care.
Yeah, that shit. What do you know anything about that?
Yeah,
honestly?
they're a bunch of
Like,
fags. They get in the woods and they do that, and they fucking
Yeah.
think it's fun. It's like a fucking show.
It's a big occult experience, and they do all these like ancient ritual stuff, and they reference like ancient pagan gods and everything, and you know, it's another way for fucking really rich, powerful people to get off on their occult secretism. You know, I don't know, what do you call it? Occult, like little fucking.
A bunch of rich guys sucking each other's dicks.
Yeah, I don't think
that's basically what's going on. There's not much more than that.
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot to it other than it's just away from that. It's just a big fucking jerk off session of, you know, spirituality and actually jerking off.
Yeah. Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's just a retreat where they can go fucking be weirdos and you know.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah.
and
Go
feel
and
like
be weirdos.
powerful sorcerers.
Yeah, and probably, I don't know. I mean, they just do it. I don't see anything majorly sinister in the rituals that happen there. You know, they kind of just like it's ancient, it's pagan stuff. They talk about like basically the cremation of care. They're like letting go of all their worries of the year and stuff, and like cleansing and restarting and whatever. And you know, I don't know.
It's like
fucking,
pagan shit. It's
yeah,
like
it's-
Wicca shit, bullshit like that. They fucking think it's cool.
I don't think there's a whole ton to it. I don't know. It's they act, like now it's gotten such a huge name in like conspiracy culture and stuff, but you know, Alex Jones pretty much just walked in there and bullshitted the right way to security, and he got through. You know, so I mean,
problem.
it wasn't at that time even that fucking secure. Really, I think he said he just had to like hop over a creek or something, and then he
Like he
and
didn't
then
even encounter anybody.
He
until
didn't
got
go
to
through the
ceremony.
main gate
Yeah.
or whatever. He just like hopped over a creek and ran up through the woods and got in there.
That's how I would have did
And
it.
then when somebody asked him who he was or something, he's like, "Oh, I'm at this or that camp and whatever." And they're like, "All right, you know." I mean, I don't think it's that big of a fucking thing. Do you?
Yeah. You know, not if he got in there and they let him film that shit. Somebody would have noticed him by then if it was super secret, ultra secret, policy secret, government secret stuff, right?
And he says he's like hiding in the bushes.
No,
with
he
the-
wasn't
with
hiding. He was standing next to like 30 other people with cameras.
Oh, okay.
You could see people with cameras. It wasn't as like deep, like dark as he said it was. It was like literally when you hear the real audio, it's like, you know, it's like a bunch of people standing around a lake,
And
kind of just chilling.
It's a big presentation with
It's a
pyrotechnics
presentation of
and stuff.
pyrotechnics.
And,
It's not like-
I mean, it's like it's a big fucking rich guy retreat. Are they? But
Right.
that is a thing about
That is weird, though,
Rich
right?
people, they do a lot of weird fucking like.
Yeah, I'm not suggesting that any of what they do works. I'm just curious to what they think it does. You know what I mean? Like
No.
that's more.
Well,
what
No, I
I'm
think it's
interested
fucking-
in.
I think it's more about a place
about
to get all these
creepiness.
people together at once so they can discuss policy stuff behind the scenes too. It's like the Bilderberg
Yeah.
meeting. It's like it's a secret meeting,
you
and,
wouldn't-
and it's a place that they can get prostitutes and all kinds of
Right.
shit like that. And you know, they just go nuts and drink and fucking do all kinds of shit for you know.
It's
few
pretty
days,
much what
like-
would you do if you went on to a retreat with your friends? You'd get fucked up.
We're talking Bohemian Grove
Yeah,
here.
you'd get fucked up. You'd do drugs. You'd try to have sex with stuff. You know what I mean? You would. I mean, the only
And
thing
these are
that-
guys that have like everything they want.
Millions of billions
They
of
have
dollars.
whatever they
Right.
want year round. So like
Sure.
it takes some fucking serious debauchery to get them off at this point, you know. So they need
Yeah.
they need to see all their friends naked fucking a 13-year-old Taiwanese boy to get off,
and then
you know,
and then burn
like-
a big fake child in front of
right
a demon
and
or
have
whatever.
some big like some big like and they always make it it could be a real human sack. It's not. I don't think so. I mean, I think they just burn an effigy, whatever.
It could be. Who knows?
Yeah, it could be.
Who
It wouldn't
cares?
surprise
who
me, but
cares,
we
right?
know that shit's going on anyways. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, Bohemian Grove is, from what I can tell, just a giant jerk off session.
Yep.
And like I said, I think the main thing is that it allows these guys to get together behind the scenes and discuss things. You know. And
Oh
it's
yeah, I mean obviously.
major CEOs of big business and fucking heads of state and all these guys that don't really have the chance to meet without the press knowing about it normally. So it's like, it's one of those deals, you know. It's an opportunity to fucking be weird behind the scenes creeps even more.
No, right. And then after people started talking about it, they wouldn't just keep doing it if it was super creepy, right? Or yeah, maybe they would.
Maybe they would. I don't know.
Fuck you, we're rich. Shut up.
Yeah, I mean, and I'm sure they still. I mean, the Bilderberg meeting is still going on, and every year more and more people find out what that is. And that's something that still happens all over the place.
Fuck. I guess they're just gonna go underground or something. Who's that?
Hello?
Hello?
Hello.
Hey.
How are you?
Fine, how are you?
I'm good.
All right.
I'm in the car and haven't been able to listen to the show.
Oh, okay. Want to fill him in?
Yeah, who's this? Oh, what were we talking about? We're talking about Bohemian Grove, actually.
Yeah, we're talking
at the
about
current moment. We
we're talking
somehow
about Bohemian
just started
Grove.
talking about it, and how we think it's nothing more than just a big fag fest, big jerk off party for rich dudes that are just fucking stupid.
Worst
Yeah.
thing probably that does happen there, you're right, is that like they discuss policies behind closed doors, which is, I mean that's really the most dangerous thing.
No,
you
it's just a
expect
big jerk
anyway.
off fest. There's nothing more going on there.
So what do you-
Is it just the
Well,
jerking off? All right.
What do you think of
a
Bohemian
lot
Grove?
a lot of times you assume that there's some grand plan that when actually all it is a chance for a bunch of these elitist assholes to get together and be elitist assholes.
Right, that's basically what we all think.
We all
then,
agree.
Yeah.
Well, I agree, at least.
So we're wrapping up the show pretty soon.
Yeah, we're done now.
What
I
do
mean,
what do
we're
you got
fucking-
for us tonight? What are you doing?
Well, I was wondering, it's something you may have already talked about, and I don't know, but that American Sniper movie is getting all kinds of press, and everybody's whining about Michael Moore and how he made a comment, and it just seems so tedious to that they made a typical, like they did it in World War II all the time. It was just a propaganda movie.
Right.
Wow, we're better at everybody than killing anybody. Just think if the title of the movie was Pakistani Sniper, or Al-Qaeda Sniper.
Right.
How outraged everybody would be. But there's like no sensitivity about that, what the opposition might think, and the fact that this stuff doesn't protect anyone's freedom. It's just doing the bidding of some horse's ass politician, and yet there's some glory involved.
I don't know. What do you? I haven't really looked into that movie. There's a lot of people buzzing about it. It's the movie about.
Looks fucking dumb.
It's the movie about Chris Kyle, the sniper that said he punched out Jesse Ventura.
Well, that's hogwash.
Yeah. I was never approached by Chris Kyle. He's a liar. He
Well,
he
it
won.
didn't get proven.
You know what, Jesse Ventura. So Chris Kyle, he always struck me as he's a tool of the establishment in one way or another. I'm not exactly sure what role he's supposed to play. I mean, he's just a fucking. He's a personality. He's a media personality, and he did this whole thing with Jesse Ventura. Jesse Ventura sued him, and then Chris Kyle died. What even happened to him again? How did he die?
He died when he and another buddy of his took a guy with PTSD to a rifle range to go shooting for the day. And the guy killed both of them.
Okay, so it's a government assassination. It's a CIA thing, probably. He was taken
More
out
than likely.
because he did his job, and so they had to take him out. So Jesse Ventura was widely criticized for continuing. He filed a defamation lawsuit against Chris Kyle because Chris Kyle was going around saying that he knocked out Jesse Ventura. So Jesse Ventura ended up winning this. Did you guys hear about this?
I don't know anything about this.
You don't know anything about this?
Anything.
He's got another,
Not a fucking
he's got
single
another
thing.
suit currently against the publisher of the book.
Yeah, because Chris Kyle printed it in his book, and and that's what the movie's based on, right? Is based on his book.
Yeah.
So, yeah. here's Ventura. So Ventura sued, and yeah, after Kyle died, he kept the lawsuit against the publisher. He wasn't like suing the guy's estate or something. He was suing the publisher of the book.
No, the first suit the one that he won was against the family, the estate, and he won $1.8 million, and now he's got the same suit going against the publishing company, which that hasn't gone to court yet. You know,
yeah.
And then everybody jumped on Jesse Ventura and said, well, you know, it was poor widow, and Ventura said, well, I didn't do it to her. You know, I mean, and he's right.
Right. Yeah, but he also had to do that. I mean, there was some weird lie being told about him, you know, and he had to. I don't know. The guy should have just fucking taken it. He gave him ample opportunity to retract his statement before he sued him. I do remember that too.
But you know that there's that mentality of I'm not going to back down. And
I think Chris Kyle he never, like, in interviews, he seemed like a very unintelligent, boring fucking dude, like, guy, you know? He was not likable to me. He just seemed like a drone who was kind of just, somebody was telling him what to say, and he was just towing the party line for whoever, you know what I mean?
Yeah. If any personality came out from him, it was that frat boy shit, you know?
Right, yeah, he was kind of, yeah, I didn't like the guy.
No, very unlikable, and hearing the reaction to what Michael Moore said, you know, like, I don't care, I don't really like Michael Moore, but at the same time, he said the guy's a coward, he wouldn't stand toe-to-toe with anybody, there's no evidence that he ever did, and not only that, he was involved in, you know, carrying out the orders bunch of corrupt politicians.
Right. No, and that's the other thing. So what's all the controversy around this movie? People are, what is the big fucking argument about it, anyways?
Well, I only know one person that's seen it, and I think that was David Box. Went to see it.
Unsolved mystery expert.
He described it as war porn.
Yeah,
or
war
military porn or something.
Sure.
You know.
And yeah, it's just
Clint Eastwood is a great filmmaker. You know, so I would imagine that it's
I don't know.
It's probably a pretty interesting movie to watch, just based on past films that I've seen by Clint Eastwood. But
well, you know what? On this show, we really don't watch movies. We watch YouTube documentaries made by other people like us, just that are set to slideshows. That's normally what we watch here. But
yeah.
I don't know. Everyone talks about Clint Eastwood. I have no fucking clue. I have no idea. I can't say if he's good at what he does or not. No clue.
I like Clint Eastwood. He made a Western called Unforgiven.
Oh, that was a good movie.
That was a great movie, you know?
All right, well. So Chris Kyle was a big fat liar, and now he's a fat fucking piece of shit, dead liar.
Is he dead?
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah, he's dead. Well, who knows? Maybe he's not. Maybe the whole thing was fucking orchestrated. Maybe he never maybe Chris Kyle's not even a real fucking person. Who the fuck knows?
Hologram.
Lizard.
Yeah. And whoever the sack of meat was, if it was Chris Kyle, could very well just be disappeared, you know?
Yeah, he's just somewhere. He's on that island from the Prisoner series, that Secret Agent Man spinoff. He's on that island getting chased around by some giant bubble.
Yeah. Okay.
That's where he ended up. It's not
I
my
thought
fault
you were
that
talking.
you don't know anything.
I don't know what the hell you're
mean,
talking about. I thought you were talking about the island that Tupac was on at first.
No,
Oh.
I explained the reference.
I don't know the reference.
Yeah, I know. Well, you should though. It's pretty.
I don't know it.
Yeah. Alan does. Right?
What?
The TV series The Prisoner, about the island where fucking like the government disappears everyone to.
Oh, yeah. I mean,
yeah.
I never watched it, but yeah, vaguely.
Yeah.
Is Magneto in that?
Shut up.
He's like runs the whole town where they're all prisoners in. They're like little white bubbles. I think I know what you're talking about now.
No.
You mean the actor who plays Magneto?
Yeah, same guy.
Ian
Same guy.
McNeese, I think. No,
Never mind.
No, that's the fat dude.
Sorry.
All right. Well, what else you got on this movie for us? We should end this show.
I gotta go anyways.
Yeah. No, I don't want to bog you down. I'm a little amazed that people are still buying into this whole American hero. Like, to me, that Edward Snowden is an American hero. He fought for my liberty and freedom. And now he's in Russia somewhere.
Yeah, you know what? I'm not sure I even buy that story either. He always seemed pretty fake when he was talking to. I don't know. I mean, I kind of think that he was an actor, and he was like, basically, why wouldn't they be putting people like that out in front of issues? Like, they know somebody's gonna fucking do this. They know somebody's gonna, at some point, they're gonna have somebody on the inside who leaks something in the truth movement or whatever, and does something like this about, why wouldn't they just do it themselves so they can control the whole situation and have a patsy and I don't know, that a lot of stuff about that story never made sense to me either.
No, that's true, but nonetheless, it would be, if he were a real guy, and he very well might be, to me, that's heroism. Not hiding on a rooftop and killing some guy that you have no idea if he needs to be killed or not, other than you got some other military guy telling you to kill that guy.
Right.
And at that point, you're an automaton who knows how to pull a trigger,
Well, we've said on the show over and over that we don't really have any innate respect for soldiers just being willing to go be fucking trained killers for your boss is not, to me, a respectable thing to do anymore. Especially when you have so much access now to the knowledge that would lead you to understand you're not even working for your government. Even you're not working for your people. You're not working for your country. You're not out there fighting for America. If you don't understand that, to me, there's really no excuse. As like, if you're a 20-year-old kid at this point, you're 18 even, and you don't fucking take the time to figure out, who you're working for, and you just go off and kill because you're told to, I don't see anything respectable about it at all.
I don't see any humanity. I think they do. It's well-known fact. They brainwash you in like basic training. Most of the guys that I knew that were in the service said, "Oh yeah, they break you down." Well, okay, then you're all broken. You're all broken down. That means that you're stripped of your humanity and your ability to make decisions on whether is this the right thing for me to do to kill a guy.
No, that's true, but check it out. Exactly. But what do you expect him to do? Okay, hey, where are we killing this guy? I'm not going to do it. Then what? Then you go to jail, right? For how long?
Right. Well, that's why, to me, being a soldier is not a respectable thing to do.
Well, you go to jail if you don't say what that guy says, right?
You know that going into the situation,
Yes.
so you should have never.
Yes?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
But you should never be there in the first place, is my point.
Why are you in the military knowing that you're going to be ordered to do something that quite possibly is going to be distasteful to you? It's going to affect your life. Why do you think there's 200,000 guys being treated for PTSD? Because they know what they did.
Why do you think that anyone in the military listening to us talk right now wants to physically harm us? Because we're threatening their fucking reality. Their perception is threatened by this conversation. And anybody in the military listening to this is probably getting really angry and violent.
Why?
Yeah.
That's how they are. Because they've done a lot of shit and they need to believe they did it for freedom, or else they'll fucking have to they'll have to deal with the guilt, And
it winds up extending to their families.
I'd rather.
I gotta go. Thanks, and I'll talk to you Sunday.
All right.
All right.
Thanks for calling the Thursday evening overdose. Goodbye.
Bye-bye.
I would never join the military.
No,
But you can write your own counter-offer contract, right? Can't
what
you?
do you mean?
Like, okay, I'll
Yes,
take
you
your
can.
contract. I'm gonna fucking change it around. Huh?
I actually do have a friend who did exactly that.
Really?
Yes.
What do you mean? Which contract?
The contract you signed that puts you in jail if you don't follow orders.
You can actually make edits to it if you want
So,
to.
of course, like any contract,
Like
you must be
nobody
able to,
knows.
and you can take it and make edits and hand it back. You know what,
Most
dude?
people think this government guy's handing me a stack and says sign here. Then this is like a fixed thing. No, this
Right.
is what his offer to me is.
Yeah.
You can offer him something too. You can walk out of there with him giving you like, his shoes. If you put it in the contract, right?
Right. Yeah. I mean, I think that all people have gotten away. We should do this as a segment on Sunday. People have gotten away.
Contracts?
Yeah, people have gotten away with some hilarious stuff because they'll say they'll get a contract at a bank maybe, and I read about a guy who took his contract before he said I need to take it home and
the guy in
review
Europe.
it, and they said fine, and he amended it that he would have like zero fees and
he would
and
have
like,
a
and it was,
unlimited
like,
credit limit with
unlimited
0
credit
fees. He
limit
never has
and,
to
like,
pay it back.
and he gets like 65% like interest on his money or something,
And
like
and upon
all this
them
stuff, like
here's
and he
a
gave
good
it.
part.
Yeah, he gave it back to him, and they didn't read it.
Here's
They're
a
like,
good part
okay,
of it, though. Hold
you know.
on. He also had a clause in there that said upon them requesting a payment from him, they would be fined. And they signed it, dude.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
and,
then-
the bank manager signs it because he doesn't fucking think anybody
Right.
would be crafty enough.
But it's
to do
perfectly
that.
legal to do that. You're supposed to read it right before you sign it.
Yeah.
So then they go to court. Do you know the rest of it?
No.
In
Go
court,
ahead.
you know what the bank said?
What?
We didn't read the contract. Well, we didn't. They whine like, "Oh, well, we didn't read
Well,
it,"
you come
even though
on.
that's what everybody says to them on the other end. Hey,
Right.
I didn't
And
read
they're
it,
like,
man.
"Look,
They're
it
like,
was
well,
in there.
It's in there. Who
It
gives
was
a
in
fuck?
there.
You
We don't
signed it,
care about
bitch.
you."
Give me
Yeah.
your house. Give me your money. Fuck you. I don't care if you're crying. I don't care if your grandma's. Shut the fuck up. The fuck out of my face. It's my land.
Yeah.
Or whatever the bank does to people.
It technically says,
So,
sorry.
I mean, you can go into the military and say, hey, listen, I require 30 grenades a day. I require a bazooka with 15 shells. You know what I mean? I require a jet, a helicopter, a base.
I
You know
mean,
what I'm
they're
saying?
probably going to deny your audits.
Not if they
to that.
sign it.
So Alan said he had a friend that
Yeah, what
actually
did he
amended
do?
his military contract.
I can't remember all of the specifics, but he basically got it so that he can't get tricked into more years than he's supposed to get. He's literally kind of like doing this for like the purpose of being able to be trained in languages because he's going into intelligence. He wanted to basically just learn languages really quickly. So he's going to intelligence. He's like serving for like 4 years, and then like that's it. He no tricks, no loopholes,
And
no
he
nothing.
changed it.
And he changed it to make sure that he wasn't going to get tricked into any other years.
So yeah, you can change. We should try to change the contract. Yeah, we should go. We got to talk about this.
And again,
on
he's
the show.
basically
Yeah.
working
The other
his way
show.
to be
Now,
a
this is-
non-combat position.
This is something to add to your credit card plan, by the way.
Yeah, change it around, send it back in.
Right.
See if they
Change the
sign it.
contracts. See if you can get them to agree to like, yeah, just
Unlimited credit forever.
free money forever.
Forever.
That probably won't work, but we could try it.
I'm pretty sure that guy, from what I remember, that guy didn't have to pay nothing back. I think the judge just like canceled the. I don't know how it worked. I think they just like canceled his contract
Did they?
or something.
Something tells me that wouldn't work for us for some reason.
Want to try it?
Yeah, we
We
should
can go
give
to
it
like
a
10
shot.
banks tomorrow. It's perfectly legal, right?
So tell Andrea we're gonna do this on Sunday. We should get some contracts and get rolling on this. We could do it. This will be a good bit on the show.
Okay.
Anything
They
else?
let you take contracts. That's why, I guess, so you can have your final manipulation.
Alan, you want the final word on anything?
Vagina.
Okay.
Vagina?
Earthling, you good?
Holographic vagina.
Okay, very nice. And I'll just say this has been the January 22nd, 2015 episode of the Thursday Evening Overdose. We will be back in 3 short days on Sunday for our very well put together and researched Sunday edition of the show. Well, I've had a lot of fun with you guys tonight.
Yeah, it was really fun.
Yeah, thanks for having
Great.
me.
Thanks for hanging out, Alan. We'll see you guys Sunday.
Yeah.